Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
We got a bogey. I'm on the way.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
I've created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of me mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Hey! You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on and dip, come on your lips, jump back, jiggle a hip and wiggle a bit and get ready, cause this is about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Fuck you, Devin. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious, embarrassed, the parents still listen to Elvis. They start feeling like prisoners helpless, till someone comes along on a mission and yells, bitch! A visionary, vision is scary, can start a revolution, polluting the airwaves, a rebel. So just let me revel and bask in the fact that I got everyone kissing my ass, and it's a disaster, such a catastrophe for you to see so damn much of my ass. You ask for me, well I'm back. Fix your minutes and I'm tuning in and I'm gonna enter in and up under your skin like a splinter. The center of attention, back for the winner. I'm interesting, the best things in wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Testing, attention please. Feel the tension, soon as someone mentions me. Here's my 10 cents, my 2 cents is free. A nuisance, who sent? You sent for me? Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I just get a tasket, I go tit for tat with anybody who's talking this and that shit. Chris Kirkpatrick, you can get your ass kicked worse than them little Limp Biscuit bastards. And Moby, you can get stomped by Obi. You 36-year-old boy that's dead. You don't know me, you're too old, let go, it's over. Nobody listen to techno, now let's go. Just give me the signal, I'll be there with a whole list full of new insults. I've been dope, suspenseful with a pencil ever since Prince turned himself into a symbol. But sometimes, man, it just seems everybody only wants to discuss me. So this must mean I'm disgusting. But it's just me, I'm just obscene. So I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst thing since Elvis Presley to do black music so selfishly and use it to get myself wealthy. Hey, there's a concept that works. 20 million other white rappers emerge, but no matter how many fish in the sea, it'll be so empty without me. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right. I don't understand people sometimes. All right, let's do something else. Hold on a second. I'm working on a new parody. Yes, I am. I didn't really actually, I didn't work on it at all. But I know a new parody song I'm going to do. This is going to be a song that is going to be dedicated to, this is dedicated to the one I love. No, you're going to figure this one out. Somebody is, anyway. trouble, and he talks to me at night. This pisses Stabby off, and he wants to be mean. No. Hold on just a second. Stabby wants Joe to do dirty work for him. Bum. Joe wanna do his dirty work. No. All right, hold on just a second.
I'm a fool to do your
Everybody stop. Stop. When I say stop, I mean, I don't care if you're Steely Dan. I don't care who you are. When I say stop, I mean stop. I don't mean go. I'm re-downloading Skype if I can get iTunes out of the gosh dog way. I was laughing because when I turned on my iTunes, all of these messages were going like ding, 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 and I saw one of them that said stop acting like it's something, and I didn't see the rest of it. Hold on just a second. All right, you can continue now. This is going to be the parody of the year. Stabby wants him to do his dirty work. Oh, yeah. Joe will not do his dirty work. No. It's going to be good. It's going to piss some people off, which is what I love doing.
Light the candle, put the lock upon the door. You have sent the maid home early, like 1,000 times before. Like the castle in his corner, in a medieval game, I foresee terrible trouble, and I stay here just the same.
Mr. Movie does my dirty work sometimes. Wait a minute, stop. You actually bought the brat. Does it taste like shit?
It does, but I do it.
I'm
take a little cup.
I'm so happy. Now be careful; it'll ruin your teeth. Okay? It is. I'm speechless. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I'm just Mr. Solutions. Poor old dead Mr. Solutions would be so happy.
Yeah. Jeez.
What was that? What are you doing? What was
Sorry,
that? Were you having sex with somebody?
No. Unfortunately, no.
I miss you so much. I love your voice.
Well, that's... Really?
What? Yes. Geriatric rage.
Did you listen to it?
Yes, I loved it.
Are we on the air?
I think. Wait a minute. Let me check. Why, we are. No, we're not. I'm joking.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Don't say anything.
I don't care. Shit, my old man... Dude, he's losing weight.
So do I... No? Okay.
Oh.
Well,
What's
let me
that?
know. Just wondering, should I make any plans or no?
Plans for what?
To come out there for the big event? No, I'm joking.
I don't know.
I know, baby, I'm joking you. That's bad. I know. Boss Ross is all right.
Yeah, Well, so whatever happened to Mr. Solution? I mean, we should do it. I mean, I think that he deserves his own day of just a remembrance show of Mr. Solution, because he was an amazing character.
He was. He was a major part of this. He was a major part of our podcasting, Mr. Midnight Movie.
He sure was. Even though he lied, like we all do, and he bullshitted, he was still, he was still entertaining.
Do you have a mouse in your pocket right now?
Why? No, I don't. Why?
Because you said we. Lie like we all do.
Oh, I just say, like a lot of people do. We all bullshit from time to time. And he just got caught, and he was humiliated. And, you learn when you're a kid. I mean, when we're younger, we all lie, but, we kind of grow out of that bullshit.
Well, it's like this. If you, is that your dog?
Yeah, should I smack her?
No! Listen, if you build your life, you build your persona on being, wait a minute, I think I have the wrong microphone going. Stand by. No, we're good. Okay. Who?
Porridge
The porridge. Thank you.
or soup.
Okay. Listen to me. This is what somebody explained to me. I don't know if it was Sonny or somebody, but they said that Mr. Solution had built his entire rep on being extremely intelligent, correct?
Yes.
Would you not agree with that fact?
Yes.
That night, when he made such a buffoon out of himself by saying that he did a 74-inch grade riding a bicycle, I believe, as well as others, this is not, like I said, somebody else explained this to me, he made a complete fool out of himself and ran off in shame.
Just like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, he Ronda Rousey'd. He Rousey'd.
Yeah. Is that word going around? That is a great... Don't Rousey, you know?
Yeah, don't Rousey.
Is that now a word now for a sore loser? Don't be a Rousey?
Well, it's sort of like when you have Skype sex, it's called dim skiing. So we'll just say that you Rousey'd. You Rousey'd out, dude.
Yeah.
We don't want to say you solutioned out because that's not right. Because I liked, you ran him off. All of you people did, and I loved him. You know that.
You know what? And it's kind of because I was there when I was there on your show when he first came on with Phil Henry's bitch or Karen.
Yeah.
And
what?
him and Karen got into it.
He said a very rotund bitch.
And then you and him got into it.
Yes.
And he would come on to my show.
And he would talk shit about me.
And he talks occasionally. And then me and you had a falling out, a little bit of a falling out. And then he went to you. Because we and him were going at it, mano-y-mano. And then, because he knew his shit. And I couldn't, sometimes I didn't have the words to convey.
He hated your ass. He thought you were the most racist, bigoted, big old white boy he'd ever come across, and he could not stand you, Mr. Midnight Movie, at first. I think the reason why he called you his boy is he wanted to pretend like he was kind of like owning you. You know what I'm saying?
Did he ever say that, man, I can't stand that guy? Did he ever say that?
No, he never said I can't stand him, but if you want me to be honest with you, he did say things behind your back like, Brian is this and Brian is that and Brian is this and Brian is that and you would hear him talk on your show. He was
no. He didn't. He did not hide how he felt about me, which look is fine. But like I said, he would always go into the personal attacks, and that's that to me is a sign that you're losing. Like your argument. When you ask people, personal questions instead of getting off the subject.
I'm watching the chat room. It's Stabby and Apocalypse and Joe are in there, and I thought Steve Rush would be in there, but I don't see him in there so far.
Is JP in there?
Jewish producer, are you in the chat room, you mullets? No, we've got Shilbill. We've got Allie Cruz. Hi, Alley Cat Cruz. How are you doing? We were all talking about, let me tell you something. Exactly, Apocalypse. Apocalypse warns that apple cider vinegar must be diluted and use a straw because it will fuck up your teeth. It really will. You have to be real careful, Sweet Pea. Stabby just took a big fat rip off of his bong, and he says, power to the people. And Apocalypse says, Al, can you please pray with me to wash away the communism that is stuck in Stabby's head? And Apocalypse says he loves Mr. Midnight Movie and so glad to see that you're back.
Oh, yeah. I'm back for a little bit. I'm going to go to take a snoozy poos pretty sooner or later.
Snoozy poo. Well, now, okay, so what happened is Mr. Solution, I think, and I don't care what you say, he came on my show first. Don't say he came on your... Liar, liar.
Yes, no. I agree with it. No, I was there when he came on your show.
Remember when oh, that's right. He calls in and he goes, hi, Debbie, my name is Mr. Solution. And I said, hi, Mr. Solutions, like that. And he explained, what he did and everything. And he called in. Why did he call in? Do you remember?
He was interested in, he's one of those MGTOW men's rights activists.
Remember that? He called in to say, Debbie, I was listening to your show. I've been listening to your show for quite a while, and I was I was provoked to call in because you're talking about something that is hitting me right, square between my eyes. And it was that, what was it, Brian? It was something about women's rights or men's.
Well, when men go on a date and give them, instead of, paying for their meal, give them a cup of water and a napkin.
Because I had said when I was dating Victor, he called and said, hey, do you want to go to Hurricane Harbor for the day? And that's this huge, huge water park in Dallas, Texas. And we were on our way, and he goes, I need to run by the bank. And I said, don't worry about it. I got it. And I put the whole day on my American Express card. And he thought that was just the neatest thing he'd ever heard. Remember, he goes, and he used that over and over and over again whenever he would talk. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Then, what was the other thing that he always said that Debbie said? He said that Debbie said that sex with Victor sometimes was an out-of-body experience. Remember?
Oh, yeah. 'Cause I still disagree that women have the same sex drives. I disagree with that. I don't know what study he's looking at.
I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to interrupt you. I do not agree with that. I believe that we do, but we just are a little bit more civilized than you animalistic maniacs are. Yeah?
Okay.
How about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I disagree because men will break the law, and because women want children. Well, I guess men can't do it, but women will trick men. My theory is women want to have children, men want to have sex, and often when when a married couple wants to have more children, it's usually the woman that wants to have more children. Or wants to have a child more than the man. And men want to have sex. And men also they will break the law and go to prostitutes. Women, there's no need for women to do that. I mean, women, if a woman wants sex, even if she's hideous, all she's got to do is go to a bar. Show her tits. Hello?
I was going to write something in the chat room, but I think I'll just say it. When I accepted, that's not true, Stabby. When I accepted Victor's proposal of marriage, he drove a Chrysler LeBaron, and he was working at a bonding company. It's like I didn't marry Victor for money, and Victor didn't have money. I mean, I was a starving former student, making my way in a big city. And when he would call and say, hey, do you want to go to the Santa Fe Grill? I would go, oh my God, yes. And I would go, Annette, I'm going to go eat dinner. Annette and I were so poor. And here's why. We wanted to live in this upscale North Dallas apartment, which we did.
You should have lived in the ghetto, Debbie.
No. So we did. We spent every dime we had on our car, our clothes, our hair, our makeup, and then the last thing we would pay for is food. And we would eat, I swear to God, fried bologna, because I would go to 7-Eleven and write a hot check. I would kite a check for like whatever, and I would get bologna, bread, and like just an off-brand Coca-Cola or whatever, and we would eat on that for like 3 or 4 days. It was horrible. We were so hungry.
So a guy like me could get like I could take you to Red Lobster.
Oh my God, I would have gone. Yes, I would love to go. Thank you. But
would there be any bedroom time afterwards, honey bunny?
Honey bunny, of course there would be. No, I'm joking. I mean, I don't like it when men say that women are basically like prostituting themselves, because we're really not. Because I mean, it's like I had money, but I spent my money. I had a very nice apartment. It was really high class. But we did a lot of entertaining there is what I'm saying. I'm not even making any sense, am I? Am I making sense?
Well, you said you did a lot of entertaining, which meant you were seeing Johns. But let's get back to the point that, yeah, I mean, I used to, buy for dinner, and women had it, they knew that they had kind of a commodity of perhaps, and men were hoping that if they took them to dinner and treated them to food, that they would get some intimacy.
I dated guys I would meet guys out and about in Dallas because there was a huge party scene going on before I got married and all that kind of stuff. Because right after I got married, I got pregnant on the honeymoon. And I would meet a guy, and then he would be like, if I really liked this guy, I would let him spend the night at my apartment. But I wouldn't have sex with him. I know it sounds crazy, but I just said, hey, look, you can stay the night, but I'm just not that kind of person. You know,
did they sleep in the same bed?
Sleep in the same bed. I did that with a Dallas Vice cop. His name was Steve. I did it with a guy that worked at the racquetball club in Highland Park. His name was Greg. I did it with an attorney named David. And I did it with a guy named, he had a horrible name. His name was George. He went to the University of North Texas. And the University of North Texas guy was so neat that the next day when we woke up and everything, and I went in and got all cleaned up and everything, went back in there, and he was sitting on the end of my bed, and he goes, do you want to go out and grab brunch or lunch or something? And I said, well, I'm not much of a brunch person. And he took me out to the University of North Texas to meet all of his suite mates or whatever. They lived in a house and stuff like that.
What would you guys be wearing when you were sleeping in the same bed?
I would just put on a T-shirt.
What kind? Was it sleeveless, long sleeves, short sleeves?
I always slept in big T-shirts. Always. It's still what I sleep in. I'll just throw a T-shirt on. Just a T-shirt that says something stupid like Reading Rainbow or University of Texas or whatever, just some old T-shirt.
Now what if the guy he said, I got to sleep in the nude. Is that okay?
I would say, no, you don't. No, you don't. Not here, you're not. I'm not going to have something go boink in the middle of the night. But I had this Vice Squad cop one time. I woke up and I had to go to work the next day. I was working in the court system, and I had met him up there when he was testifying in a trial, and he was amazing. He was weird. I mean, he was not amazing anyway, but he was just weird. I found out he was married.
Ooh.
Married, not married, separated, married.
Would there be maybe some wrestling and snuggling in the bed?
No, I slapped his face and slammed the door and told him not to ever come back to my apartment again and not to ever call me again.
Well, no.
You know what he did? You know what he did? He had that duct tape in his car. He duct taped my entire front door solid. When I opened the door the next day to go to work, I went, "Oh my God!" And my entire front door was duct taped, completely duct. Just completely duct taped.
Jeez.
Yeah, he was fucked up. He was weird. He would call me from places where he was undercover, and he would say things like, I'd go, hello, and he would say, hey, baby, I'm finishing up my game over here. He would be at illegal poker games and stuff, and he would come over and take off his Sam Brown and put it on the bar of my apartment, and there'd be like a 9mm in there, and I'd be going, this is weird. But he was really a neat guy. And guess what I found out? I found out that when Heather was in high school, she knew this guy that had his same. I'll tell you his last name. His last name was Spradling. He told me, Heather goes, oh, Mom, this is a friend of mine. His name is so-and-so, and his last name was, and I said, by any chance is your father's name Steve? He goes, it's my uncle. And I said, was he on the dad? He goes, yeah, he was a Vice Squad cop. And I said, are you serious? I was like, oh, my God. I said, don't tell him you know me. I was like, that's weird. Isn't that the weirdest thing? But I mean, I dated, but I never was. I was looking for Mr. Right, not looking for Mr. Right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
But when Victor came along, I slept with Victor on the first date. What?
No, I'm just. They kicked me out of Facebook, I think.
You got banned from Facebook?
I may have.
What did you say?
Oh, I don't know. No. I don't think it's anything that I said. I
haven't checked my Twitter or my Facebook all day. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Stop doing whatever you're doing.
I'm sorry.
Huge. Shillbilly says Stabby blows all the men that he sleeps with. That's when Debbie dishing out the blue balls. No, I did not. Shut up. I did not do that. I was just like, hey, I would be upfront with people. If you want sex, you've come to the wrong person, because I am not the kind of girl that you meet and you go wham bam, thank you ma'am or whatever, and then you just throw me. I'm not that kind of person. I said, hey, if you want to hang out, we can hang out. I'm fine with that. If not, you're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. You can buy me these drinks all night and I am not going to fuck you. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me,
ouch.
Yeah, I guess if you're being upfront, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. If you continue to do that and there was nothing, if I knew that there was nothing going to come of it, I would end it, because for me.
But you never met me. Maybe you would think that I'm fun, and you would maybe want to get to know me a little bit better before.
Okay, yeah, fine. But if I was seriously, like, if I'm dating a single woman, I don't want to be, because my thing is, if I like a woman and it's not mutual, and I have fun with her, well, if she gets a boyfriend, well, what am I going to be, hanging out with her? It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be a third wheel, and no guy is going to want, no guy worth anything is going to want his girlfriend to have male best friends.
All I know is when I was single and dating guys, I wanted a guy. I can't believe I just did that to my brand new sweater. That is so stupid, Debbie. I wanted a guy that just wanted to be with me, to laugh with me and have fun with me, and think that I'm this and think that I'm that, that I'm pretty, I'm funny, whatever, fun to be with, because sex is such a small part of it to me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just something that just happens, and then it's, I mean, seriously. So what was important to me, and if I kept you on my mind after you left or whatever, and I thought about you the whole next day, and I was waiting on you to call. I was so, every call that came into my office, I'd be like, attorney's office? Fuck, hold on. Attorney's office. And if it was you, I'd be like, oh, and if my heart started getting all fluttery, then chances are good something's going to be happening really quick. But if not, I'm like, oh, it's you again. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I liked for people to think about me. I wanted them to kind of have me on their mind, and I could always tell, because they would always say, I tried to wait till 4:00 to call you, but I couldn't, so I called you now. Just being honest about things I thought were really sweet. I dated a guy before, Victor, named Ron, and he ended up asking me to move in with him after we went out for 2 dates. And he called me the first time we went out. He called me the next morning. He goes, hey, I'm not one of those guys that play around. I'm calling you because I want to hear your voice again. And I was like, wow, this is so sweet. You're so weird. Hold on just a second. And I was like busy and everything. And so, yeah, but in case that gives anybody any help or advice out there, but if you like a girl, don't wait around don't play head games with her. Call her and let her know.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't have time for head games. If and I want to know, pretty much at this stage of the game, right up front, whether the person likes me. And feels
I never did. I never wanted to play those fucking head games. But one guy that I went out with that ended up wanting to be a part of my life, and he stayed friends with Vic and I forever. He said, he went to Vic personally. He said, I hope you understand that I want to be in Debbie's life, so I want to be your friends. And he was actually in our wedding. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Not too bad.
Well,
I just wanted to say something to what Mr. Midnight Movie said about how no guy wants his girl to have male friends.
Is that what you said, Mr. Midnight Movie?
Yes.
Really? Oh, wow. You and I you would be, I don't know. I never knew you were like that.
Here's what it comes down to, though.
What? What's that?
You don't have to like it, but you sort of have to accept it. Or it causes a whole other mess of problems. Right? So you sort of have to just learn to accept that if they're going to fuck somebody, they're going to do it. And me fighting with them about it, what might happen is not going to do anything.
Exactly. That's exactly the way I think
results.
about it. That's why I would let Victor just do anything he wanted to do, because I thought if he's going to do it, he's going to do it no matter what I say.
No, I'm not saying you should be in a relationship where your woman, she's out hanging around the bars with a bunch of guys and stuff all the time or anything like that. But
let me ask you this, Debbie. How would you feel if Victor had he developed a really good friendship with a really hot-looking woman, great tits and a great ass, and they like to go to the ball game and stuff like that, and they were just like really good friends. How would you feel about that?
Well, to begin with, I wouldn't go on dates with another guy like that. I would not. I found I had a rule that you're never alone with the opposite sex in a car, on a lunch date, on anything like that. But as far as just knowing people, at your office or knowing people wherever you know them, I never had a problem with that. Victor had people that he knew at the courthouse that were crazy about him, like that were girls. There was one her name was Sandy Bandy. And she would call the house and she'd go, "Hey, it's Victor." And I'd go, "Hold on, Sandy." And they would talk about all these attorneys, and they'd talk about this and talk about that. And it was just a friend of his. It was a chick.
I don't think hand jobs and fingering's cheating, so.
I do. I think anything like that's cheating.
No, it's what? There's no entering or anything. It's only cheating if there's some sort of penetration.
Okay, well, Mr. Midnight Movie, how would you feel if I moved out there and became your girlfriend? Let's say Victor gets in a horrible, fiery car accident or something like that. I'm joking.
Wow.
And I still maintain my relationship online with Joe Seeker, with Sonny, with this, with that. How would you feel about that? Would you want to listen in on everything we said or what?
Online relationships, yeah, on the radio, that really doesn't bother me. But if a guy's hanging around, because my cousin, he was friends with a girl who didn't feel the same way about him. Uh-oh. And he would even when she had boyfriends, he would always just be hanging on. And I thought, you are a fool. That's something, you just don't, and no, like I said, no boyfriend wants a girlfriend with male best friends. You just don't want it.
I don't know. Okay, like for example, my brother came equipped with probably 15 cop shop buddies. There was one on Vice. His name was, I could give you names, okay? Joe Stoll. He thought I walked on water. Everybody on his softball team, he had this fast, slow-pitch softball bullshit team. And they were all like, "Debbie!" And they would be, and Victor, I was married. And I was just married, though. I wasn't having babies and all that stuff or whatever. And they would all, give me hugs and all this kind of stuff. And then we would go over to the house because they wanted me. I would film the games and stuff like that, and we'd go over and watch them and stuff. And it never bothered Vic because Victor knew that I would not screw around on him. He knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, there are exceptions to rules in certain types of relationships. I'm talking about guys who hang around because they have kind of a crush on the girl, who are still friends with the hopes of banging, and they've been friends, the kind of friend that has had a friendship with this girl for years. And every now and then they go out. I wouldn't like that.
We're going to ask Victor because this is a big subject with us because there were guys that, for example, there was a guy named Dano. Dano I dated before Victor. I met him at a bar. He was absolutely hysterical. He played in the band called Emerald City. And he was the funniest, craziest guy I'd ever met in my life. But I had recently started dating Victor, too. But Victor and I weren't an item yet. Victor, do you remember? Okay, we're going to ask him point blank. And Victor, he won't say anything he's not supposed to say. When I was dating you and dating Dano at the same time, he's squirting whipped cream in his mouth. Did you ever worry about me Did you ever think that Dano was trying to wait to see if something fell apart with you to come back to me or whatever? How did you feel about that with Dano? Because that was a pretty tight relationship. And he even said, I want to be in her life, so I'm going to be in your life too. Remember? Mm-hmm. Stop doing that. He's squirting it in his mouth. But what was your question, like Mr. Midnight Movie? What did you kind of say?
Well, I mean...
Fucking stoner.
I guess the same kind of... the best friend. You know, the guy that's the best friend that you know harbors a crush. And I'm not talking about guys who are acquaintances of your brother's friends and stuff. I'm talking about a guy who is basically a pussy beggar, and she keeps around pussy beggar friends. I don't like.
Would you have considered Joe Stoll one of those? Joe Stoll made it obvious that he had a crush on me, remember? Mm-hmm. How did you feel about that?
Tough luck, you lost out.
See, Victor it wasn't an issue with us. It was like, remember Tina sweated you bad. And I was just like, it was just no big deal or something to us because we just sort of knew that it was kind of, it was almost like flattering or something. You know, I don't know.
You have the best.
Fuck off. You know, but it's like, it's hard to explain, but I can understand because
all you can do is try to be the person that they're not going to want to cheat on.
Exactly. Joe's got it figured out.
Listen, I'm not the best at that. I have I'm a jealous fucking East Coaster, Everybody around here is quite territorial when it comes to their women. So, but I'm saying that's your best avenue. I've been there and been in the relationship where you fucking fight with them about everything.
I think there might have been one that you didn't really care for, and that was Bob Lemons.
Not really. I mean,
yeah, he didn't really care for Bob, and he was one of the guys that I dated.
What about old Stabby? Dennis. How threatened do you feel by Dennis, Rick?
He can hear you.
Deb would probably wring his neck out after the first or second date. They probably.
Well, Dennis claims he's a world-class landscaper and could run quite a business in the Dallas area, so he could provide a pretty good lifestyle. So
I'm not wanting for anything right now. I can tell you that much.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I'm not disputing that. I'm just telling you what Dennis.
Sure, you don't
said.
want some bushes around the front yard or something? Sure.
No,
I think Victor would hire him.
There you go. See.
I don't know. It's just jealousy is just. I think jealousy is something that's wrong with you, the person, and if you.
It's your own insecurities.
Exactly.
Coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I don't know at this stage if I would mind if it was an open relationship.
Well, I don't know if I would. I wouldn't want you coming home with a, double dipping or anything. I mean, that's kind of. I wouldn't want that. I mean,
that's not easy to do either. I was in one of those. That's pretty stressful.
Well,
is it really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, come on, man. How would you like to know that I come home at night and I had just gone out and been banged by some other guy, like Jewish producer?
What about if we went to a swingers party?
That would be great as long as you were the guy that had the 13-inch dong there. The last thing you want to do is look across the room and see your woman getting railed by fucking 13 inches of big cock.
Victor's cracking up.
As long as you're the biggest dick in the room, it'd be a great game.
I would just be saying, you still love me, right, baby? Still love me.
What's that movie? Son of Sam. Remember Son of Sam?
No,
yeah.
I didn't see
The couple,
that.
they go to the swingers party, and he looks over, and she's having an orgasm.
No, but I remember Boogie Nights.
And he gets all bent out of shape about it. It was his idea to go to the party. You remember that?
I have heard that
cause divorces or something. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Well, I have heard that when you bring a second girl into your bedroom, that it can cause a divorce because listen to Vic and Joe. They're going ha ha ha.
No, I'm laughing. Yeah, it will.
Well, I'm saying if you do that, and if all of a sudden you look over there and you're going, what's going on? And they're over there having the time of their life. I'm not sure that I could handle something like that. I'm going to be really honest with you.
Yeah.
So if that's jealousy, then consider me jealousy. Consider
I'm
me
the same
jealous.
way.
Very prudish, Debbie. Very prudish.
What?
I
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
it's something I could live with either, Deb.
I
What?
mean, Mr. Midnight Movie.
It was two chickie poos.
Two chicky poos. I don't know. And is it true that y'all think that a threesome with two guys means that they're probably more than likely gay? Guys, remember?
For two people, for like say you and Vic to be in a relationship, and then Vic wanting to bring another guy into the
Homo.
into it.
That'd be homo.
Anybody that would do that. Don't you?
I don't say two young fellas out or whatever partying that come across a girl that wants to do a threesome. I don't think that's gay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like a married man that's in a relationship that says we should bring another guy in, baby. That sort of is a little weird.
That would scare me. Now, that's never happened over here. I can assure you of that.
The thing of it is,
That's instant homo.
if they're both banging the chick at the same time, one like on the bottom, the other one like from behind, they're balls.
You're gonna cross. You're gonna cross the street.
That only works in porno movies. White dudes don't have enough rhythm to fucking bang a chick at the same time to get everything going in the right direction.
Mr. Midnight Movie, I want to ask you a question and be honest with me. At what age did you get really sexually
Active?
No, not active, but sexually. Did you
by the
have
age of
cousins
14
that you played hide the zucchini with?
I looked older for my age, and I was renting pornos at the age of 14. And I'm going to tell you something. I was 19 years old, and there was a chick working at the video store. And usually I went with a friend to rent the movies, but this time I was all by my lonesome. And the chick said, "Wouldn't you want the real thing?" And I said, "Yes, I would." And I could still taste her nicotine-stained breath on all parts of my body. And it was wonderful and horrible at the same time.
Yuck.
Wow.
That must have been traumatizing to be with some old barfly like that at such a young, thriving age.
You know what? I mean, I was, I would not, you know what? I wouldn't change it. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the smell of nicotine, but,
My first time was with a girl named Marlene Boss.
I love Joe. What did you say?
We used to go grassing when we were kids, and then when we were like 13, we were kissing and stuff, and I was playing with her nipples, and she said, "You want to go down the apple orchard and do what we used to do when we were little?" And I said, "Sure," and that's what happened. That's how it went down. As beautiful as that story is.
Victor,
That's a beauty.
Victor, we went out, listen to this. I'm going to embarrass you, Victor. We went over to Victor's house one time, a long time ago, to see his parents or whatever for something. And Victor goes, "Oh, I hate doing this." I go, "What?" He goes, "Because my cousins are going to be there." And I'm like, "So?" And I go, "Why are you, what?" And it was a cousin that he had played hide the zucchini with when he was little.
Oh, everybody.
His face is red right now. Remember when you told me about that? I'm sorry, Vic. You should see Vic right now. He looks like the cat that swallowed the canary. He's smiling so big.
Oh, wow.
It was so funny. She was good looking. I mean, they were like sort of our age, just a little bit or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was funny. I will tell you one time I got jealous, okay? I actually got jealous. We were going to Victor's, his 10th, either his 10th or his 15th or his 20th high school.
Nothing past 20.
Can I mention?
Yes, go ahead.
Taboo 6, the movie Taboo, Part 6, deals with that issue of cousin love.
Cousin love.
I'm sure it does.
It's first mom and son.
How long did the cousin love last? About 15 minutes.
You know what? It was about 15, 20 minutes. It was also Taboo American Style. I think the third issue dealt with that.
Taboo American Style. Well, we were going to his 20th.
Cousin Jesse's coming over, and we got to teach him a few lessons. Okay, I'm sorry.
We were going to his 20th wedding, his 20th high school reunion or whatever, his 10th or whatever. I think it might have been your 10th. And we had decided to take a hit of ecstasy. So we go by this guy's house and we buy it and everything, and we take it and everything. And by the time we get there, we feel just like we're on top of the world. And all week long, I'd been so scared because his high school sweetheart was supposed to be there. And her name was this. What was her name? Just her first name. What? Sandra. Her name was Sandra. Mary Jane Roddencrotch, Joe said. Sandra. And I'm thinking, oh, God. So we walk in. It was at the Hyatt Regency. It was at this really nice place. We walk in, and I'm dressed to the nines. I had been getting ready for like 2 days. Walk in, and the first person I see across this crowded room was this drop-dead, gorgeous freaking blonde. And I thought, well, there's no way. And she goes, Vic! And Victor goes, Sandra! And I went, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck! Are you kidding me? And I was like, Victor's laughing. And so I would get jealous. I was like, what the fuck? And I was kind of jealous that night. I was like, oh, wow. But, it was just one of those things that happened.
The cool thing is she had an identical twin.
Yeah. Identical twin.
Double your fun. Now, I just wanted to mention, because Steve Rush mentioned, that I bring up a taboo reference. Now, Kay Parker, who starred in the first Taboo series, is a medium, which is one of your one of the things that you do. I wonder if you would ever, because JP and I have tried to contact her several times. JP wrote her a long letter on Facebook. I tried to be Facebook friends with her, and I wonder if you
dare me
get Kay Parker.
Hey, by the way, you owe me 50 steak dinners because I was the first one to get a porn star on my fucking show.
That's true, you did.
You dared me, and I said, watch me. Dare me to get this. What's her name?
Wait, who did you... Kay Parker.
I got Sierra...
Mist?
No.
That was not a good quality porn star.
Blimey! It was a porn star.
No, but come on.
Was it a porn star?
Just because somebody made a porno, don't make them a star.
No. She was an amateur, Debbie.
Mr. Midnight Movie. I am so disappointed. I cannot believe she was into all kinds of stuff, Joe. She sold pictures. She was an entrepreneur.
I lived with a girl that made a porno with every guy she ever lived with. I don't make her a star.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Victor, it's time.
Quite a collection.
Victor, it's time. The time has come. Did you ever have anything to do with the identical twin?
No.
Victor?
Good answer,
other
Vic.
than mixing. The first time I asked.
Good answer, Vic.
The first time I ever
she was
thought
gorgeous.
I was asking the girl I wanted to go out with, I was asking the wrong one.
Oh, fuck.
So, I went, because she was dating, I went to her sister, and I'm thinking it was her, and asked her out, and she goes, I think you wanted to be talking to my sister. And I go, you're not her? I go, no.
Oh my God, they were that freaking identical?
Yeah, and then the brothers were identical twins too.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh God. After dating her for probably about 3 or 4 months, I could start telling them put the girls apart, but the guys I never could tell apart. After 5-6 years of seeing those guys all the time, I still couldn't tell them apart.
What were their names?
Wayne and...
He fell hard for this girl, but she went off to Texas A&M, and he went off to the University of Texas, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
Did you ever spend time with Edith Massey?
With who?
Edith Massey. Debbie knows
Branch
who she
Davidian.
is.
You guys ever hang out at the Branch Davidian?
I don't know why. I don't know. Who is Edith Massey? Who is that?
I showed you a picture of her.
Oh, my God. You got to see this girl. It looks just like Bathtub Girl. Everybody look up Edith Massey. It's EDITHMASS.
No, thanks.
I spent 3 beautiful weeks with Bathtub Girl.
Appetite.
Yeah.
No,
Last year.
look, Victor, look at this
wow,
picture.
it does.
No, look, it
Holy
does.
moly.
Everybody Google search Edith Massey, EDITHMA, and tell me, Mr. Midnight Movie and I laughed, tell me it doesn't look like her.
It does. Holy shit.
Certain pictures really do look like her, like, it's kind of strange, but anyway, I can't imagine her with blonde hair. That would be, like, really
See if you can
scary.
find her with a sky bottle.
Oh, my God, shut up. Yeah, I don't know. Why would you...
Oh, God. Man, that is just like her.
I know. Some of the pictures really do look like her for some reason, I guess. Did y'all look her up or anything? You made me look her up one night, Mr. Midnight Movie, and you didn't even tell me who. Look at this picture.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the one that I was seeing that night. I go, wow, it really does kind of. There's a resemblance there.
Yeah, right there, sure does.
You did not. Did you really go and meet her, Mr. Joe?
What?
Did you really go and meet?
Yeah, Apocalypse broke the story last year.
I know,
You met Edith Massey?
Me and Bathtub Girl spent 3 weeks together in Oklahoma.
Is that when Joe's patula forehead? What is that? Joe?
I think that's the one angry Jew with a sock trying to troll me somehow. You're going to troll me, Jew. You got to use words that I know the meaning to.
Look at
If not,
picture.
it goes right over my head.
Joe's spatula forehead. Yeah, you don't have a big forehead.
No, not.
No.
My
Joe's
body.
spatula forehead. No, is that it? No, it's a funny face. It's a new sock.
Wear glasses.
I thought somebody would be socking Dennis Daly by tonight, and I don't know who that is. Oh, that picture. That picture is a picture of.
I just looked at Bathtub Girl.
Uh-huh.
And the poo-poo tub nasty stick on Twitter.
Wow.
Google Bathtub Girl, and there's a Bathtub Girl YouTube, and right under it, the poo-poo tub girl nasty on TwitPic.
Okay, bathtub girl, and then I put poo-poo after it. Is that what you said?
No. Just do Bathtub Girl, and then.
Okay, and now I go to images. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, go to the poo-poo tub girl.
Don't make me see that. I hate your guts. Don't look pictures. Don't. That is like a stop. That is horrible.
Oh my God! Oh!
Do y'all think that's real? I've seen that picture so many times.
Have you really? Is that Bathtub Girl?
No, it's not bathtub girl. Oh, I'm sorry, Vic. It's right over
Is she
here.
dying? Oh, she's got her socks on. I thought her circulation was good. God, that's a flowing stream of scat right there, which is awful.
Gross.
That is pathetically gross. That's one of the grossest. That's an old picture.
Oh, you've seen it before?
Yes, I've seen it before. You know, Goose would always say, Debbie, here's a picture of Bill Wagner at his Halloween party, and he would drop a link to that, and I go, just all kinds of stuff like that. Do you see it in there? Hold on, we lost a key to a car. Yeah, he's got it now.
You know what I used to do to my ex-wife in our first apartment?
What's that?
It was like a really long, skinny apartment, and I used to get over by the stove was over by the front door. And
Victor was going to leave, and he's staying to wait on this story, Joe.
Anyway, she'd be watching TV, so in order to look over there, you'd have to turn your head. So I'd get over by the stove, and I'd pull my pants down in my underwear, and I'd bend over and spread my cheeks, and then I'd yell her name, and then she would look over, and she'd be looking me right in the brown eye, and I'd laugh, and she'd get mad, and for some reason we grew apart. Anyway.
For some reason we grew apart.
Yep, that was how I pitched woo to her.
Debbie, have you ever been to a nudist colony?
A nudist colony? I've been very close to a nudist beach, but I didn't go on it.
Okay, so you've never been to any place where you take like a public shower where the people just take bath, walk around naked.
I'm just clicking a link that Stabby put in there about the official
Hockey, that's the worst thing about playing hockey. Is the locker room, because when you're putting your gear on and stuff, and imagine football would be the same thing, is when you're sitting there on the bench and other guys are walking by, your eyes are dick level, right? So
that's
some guy goes donging on by, it's like doing, doing, doing. You gotta spend a lot of time looking at your skates.
Yeah.
I have promised 2 people that I will become absolutely majorly intoxicated the night of the 26th.
Why is that?
For my birthday.
Now, would you...
You're a January baby, too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now, Debbie, 2018 will mark the legalization of pot in California. Do you think you'd come out and smoke a doober with Joe and I?
Will you
Yeah.
smoke it? Will you smoke it?
Yeah, I might do that. I think I have a preference probably more for edibles.
You would do it with me. You would be okay. Just like Joe Seeker, if I could get him to fly.
I have never actually, I mean, the times I've taken it, I've never. I mean, I remember it burned my throat so bad.
You're doing it's. Tell him, Joe, why? Tell him what he's done before. If he had some really nice. What's it called, Stabby? Indica? Is that the good stuff? Or
I knew a stripper named Indica.
is the indica the good stuff, and the other one is the bad stuff? Anyway, indica.
If he doesn't smoke, though, he's going to get a lot of burn out of it, right? If he doesn't smoke cigarettes or anything.
Yeah, I don't smoke anything, and it really
It's going to be quite harsh, so.
Apocalypse.
I was like, and you know what? I was like, when it burned so bad, I was like, I don't know what the deal is on this stuff. It hurts.
Okay, sativa versus indica versus hybrid. What's the difference in it?
I just want to say that at my strip club that I've frequented, there's a stripper named Indica and there's a stripper named Sativa. But okay.
Okay, basically it says indica tends to be sedating and relaxing with full body effects. That's where you're going to get your pain relief and your muscle spasms are going to go away. Sativa is more like a high. It's more like uplifting and
Let's play paintball, motherfuckers.
yeah, it's like, and it's good for depression, ADD, and mood disorders. It's going to get you going again. I never knew that the pictures were like that different. Let me see if I can tell what mine is.
Which one will help my pinch nerve?
Indica. Let me see what this looks like. How can you tell? This stuff is so little. I mean, I don't know how to tell. I've got a big bag of this stuff. I don't know what it is. But this stuff is nice. I like the high this stuff gives me. I don't do it like all the time or every single day, but I do have it right here to do. But well, can you believe that Mr. Midnight Movie is doing okay, he's doing Bragg's apple cider vinegar. That is amazing. I want you to know I am amazingly proud of that. That is crazy.
I'm going to take some before I go to bed. Anyway, good night. Yeah.
Good night, Mr. Midnight Movie.
Good night, Mr. Floof Pops.
Good night, Angry Bong. Good night, Debbie.
Andy Bong.
I said Angry Bong.
Oh, Angry Bong.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Love you.
Take care.
Bye.
Geez, Braggs are the world's biggest producer of wild blueberries, too.
Are they really? I never knew
Yeah.
that.
They're the guys that own Oxford Frozen Foods.
Well, Bragg's apple cider vinegar has been proven, almost scientifically proven, to lower type 2 diabetes, almost diminish it, and it's good.
I don't think they're the same company.
Oh, is it Braggs?
Yeah, but
Are you sure? It probably is. They do what? Blueberries? Is that what you said?
yeah, they're one of the richest families in Nova Scotia. He's worth $1.5 billion.
Okay, tomorrow you're supposed to drink every time Trump deploys the pinchy fingers rhetorical maneuver, all right? Or when Trump berates or insults a media outlet, or when Mike Pence holds a fake smile for 30 seconds or more, or when Trump name checks a celebrity, or when Trump praises someone who until recently was a political enemy, Jaeger shot for Paul Ryan. Trump doubles up a modifier like many, many, or very, very. And it's Jägermeister for... No, never mind. The crowd claims, lock her up, lock her up. Then you have to drink then. Or, there's two more. Trump makes preemptive excuses for his incipient failures. This could mean anything from long excoriations on the mess or the disaster, blah, 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 blah. And last but not least, if Trump references the popular vote versus the Electoral College drink. And if he claims that he won the popular vote, Jägermeister shot. And that's the game. That's the game rules for tomorrow.
Wow.
You know, we were drinking every time that Dennis said energy at one time.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm going to stop riling Dennis up because... I don't know. It's getting a little messy in the chat with him and Stabby, and I don't know. So.
Oh, Apocalypse said, "Good night, Mr. Midnight Movie." I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Yeah, that's a good link. Back to the sativa versus the indica. Now, how can you tell somebody that you just get weed from, like just a normal guy, just that you want and you demand indica?
Good luck. That's why dispensaries are going to be good, right?
Is it harder to grow indica? What is it?
No, it's just different strands, you know. Think of corn, Debbie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can go to the farmer's market in corn season,
Okay.
and there's all kinds of. Usually, there's 4 or 5 different types of corn on the cob. There's like peaches and cream, or bright and yellow, or you know what I mean. And they all taste a little different. I'm a fan of peaches and cream myself, but so pot's a lot along the same lines. Like it's all pot, but it's just a little different taste, a little different potency. That's from different growers over the years, you know, fucking with the strands and crossbreeding this one and that one.
Joe, what is it about cannabis that is so wonderful? I mean, what is it that makes us feel so great? What is it? What does it do?
Well, our brains are, it's sort of, I'm real bad at trying to explain this sort of thing. Stabby would be much better at this. I hate to give him credit for it, but our brains are naturally wired to receive it. Like it blends right into us.
What is, I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. What does it do physically to our brain? Do you know, sweetie?
When we smoke it.
Does it release endorphins? Does it release dopamine? What does it do?
That really, I really don't know that how to explain
Why?
that.
Let me ask you
I
this.
know the process.
Why is it when we hear something like this and we're not high, and then we get high, we seem to hear every instrument in this? What does it do? That's what I've never understood, because John Lennon said that it causes flowers to bloom in your brain.
Well, you have like fuck. I'm real bad at trying to explain this, but it opens up your brain. Think of you're taught through trial and error through your life, and what you learn is how you think. You know what I mean? And your whole learning process can be confined in what you've been taught and how you've been taught. And when you get high, right, a marijuana or even LSD is another one that does it. It sort of opens that up, and your thought process is no longer limited to the parameters of how you've been taught. Your thoughts go off into
That's what John Lennon said. He said, if you want to know the difference between weed and no weed, listen to the White Album versus the one before that.
Well, see, Stabby's doing a better job explaining it than me.
What's he saying? Because I'm over here messing around with this stuff that I have, this weed. What is he saying? I can't go over there right now. I'm over here at Steely Dan Dirty Work. I'd have to click the show. Call in and tell us, Stab.
Yeah, really. I'm fucking dyslexic, Stabby. I can't read all that.
I can read it. Let me go find it. You know how I am with Stabby. Stabby says the endocannabinoid system, or the ECS, is a group of endogenous cannabinoid receptors located in the mammalian brain and throughout the central and peripheral nervous systems, consisting of neuromodulatory lipids and their receptors, known as, quote, the body's own cannabinoid system. The ECS, which was the cannabinoid system, is involved in a variety of physiological processes, including appetite, pain sensation, mood, memory, and is mediating the psychoactive effects of cannabis.
Yeah. What
And then
Stabby and Wikipedia just said.
Well, whether or not it's Wikipedia or not, it still
No,
makes a
I'm
lot of
just
sense. Stabby does say our brains are wired with endocannabinoids. There are cannabis receptors in the brain that fit perfectly with our natural chemicals. And Apocalypse says blueberry juice is great. It's just kind of pricey.
Well, you know how much fucking juice is in a blueberry? Not much. Squeeze one sometime and see how much comes out of it.
Why are blueberries supposed to be like the healthiest thing that we can possibly put in our bodies?
Antioxidants.
So we don't have that naturally, or what? I mean,
Well,
because I know people that would
when it
rather,
comes to
they call that power food and stuff.
fruits and vegetables, the darker or the brighter, the better. You know what I mean? So the darker the green, the better it is. The darker the blue, the purple, you know. The bad ones are all the white ones, like potatoes and shit like that.
I know. They say to cut everything white out of your complete life. Sugar, white bread, flour, bleached flour, all kinds of stuff. I guess potatoes.
I like that 12 grain bread. Do you guys have that down there?
I like grain bread, but I'm stuck on 9 grain because it's got the bigger pieces of grain. It's crunchy. It's like having little nuts in your
Yeah, I like
bread.
it toasted with tuna. And Hellman's mayonnaise.
I can't stand. Sweet potatoes are okay, but he said it's very high in carbs. I agree that sweet potatoes, well, I don't know. It's, I just reminded myself of something. The night Sky got killed, she had called her mom before she left this place to go home to. And she said, Mom, I just remembered you asked me earlier what I want for Thanksgiving, and I want you to make those yams that have help me out, Dennis, Joe, the marshmallows on top. That was the last thing
I've
she
never
said.
had that before.
What? Been called Dennis or?
Marshmallow jams.
Shut up. Yes, you have.
No, we don't eat yams up here. What the fuck are yams anyway?
Are you serious? You don't know? It's a potato. Because, see, a potato is a root fruit, a root food.
So why would you put marshmallow on fucking potatoes?
Well, you take them and you bake them in the oven. They're sweet potatoes. And you bake them and they're real soft. You peel them and you bake them. And you pour either corn syrup or just syrup on top of it. And Apocalypse is mad because you don't have any yams. He says he's actually pissed off at you.
So you take sweet potatoes
Uh-huh.
and you pour corn syrup on them.
Well, yeah, syrup,
And you
whatever.
bake them in the oven.
Brown sugar and marshmallows is what Stabby said. It's brown sugar, yeah, he's right.
Wow. And you eat this with what? This is the dessert?
It's part of your Thanksgiving tradition. Does anybody in the chat room know what I'm talking about, or am I crazy here? They call it candied yams and stuff like that. That's what we call it. It's called... wonder why they called it yams.
They sound
You
really,
have to
really
be
sweet and
careful
horrible.
if you're a guy, because yams are very high in phytoestrogen. Extremely.
I know a girl that says if you eat turnip that she can taste it if she blows you. So
Are you serious? Everybody hold up your left hand and look at it like you're don't point it away from you like you're going to be Spider-Man, but point it towards you. Now, look at your ring finger and your pointy finger. Which one is longer, Joe? Your ring finger or your pointy finger?
okay, they're actually, I'd say they're the same.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me look here. I guess my pointy finger would be just a little wee bit.
Because in the males, your ring finger, just like Don, the reason I thought about that is if you look at that link that Apocalypse gave earlier, or somebody about the drink, I think Stabby, about the drinking game, he's got his hand held up like he's going, give me 5 minutes. You'll notice that his ring finger is probably longer. Wait a minute, what am I talking? Yeah, his ring finger is longer than his pointy finger, and that's his detection of alpha male. I looked this up the other day because somebody said this to me. It was like,
You know, without us getting into a big brouhaha, I really think you're headed for a lot of disappointment over the next 4 years.
oh, it doesn't make any difference. Nothing's really going to change. You know, seriously.
Like out of all the things that he said during the campaign,
I do think he's kind of weird. I'll give you that.
about Hillary Clinton,
Right?
the one thing he drowned it on more than anything was her ties to Goldman Sachs. Right?
Right.
He appointed 5 people from Goldman Sachs.
I know. I saw
Like,
that.
I it's mind-boggling, actually.
Well, there's a lot of weirder things. The only thing I think that we can expect from him, and I think that we should all be thankful for, is he is going to be, here it is, what your finger length tells you. Visit page. It is, hold on, I'm just thinking out loud. It says, it can tell you homosexuality, musical ability, and aggressive personality. It says your finger length, okay, reading and writing, okay. In a study published in the British Journal of Psychology, Medicine, scientists compared finger length of all these children and their SAT scores and blah, 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 blah. And they came to this big thing, okay? And here is the results. It says, if you hold up your hand and your ring, if you're a woman and your ring finger is longer than your index finger, then it's more than likely you're a homosexual woman. Okay? That's what it was. And if you hold it up and your index finger is longer than your heterosexual, which my index finger is longer than both of my ring fingers. If you're a man and your index finger is longer than your ring finger, then it's more than likely you are a homosexual man. If your index finger is shorter than your ring finger, you are considered, or the same, you're heterosexual male. And they did all these children, and they tested all and it came out to be all the same thing. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, but how what I don't understand is and I got to call Yoda on this one, or Stabby will never forgive me. Is youth believe that homosexuality is a choice?
Me?
Yeah.
When did I say that?
You've said that a lot.
No, I did not. I said that I believe you were born with it. I've always said that to a certain extent. I know that because I really got into this with Jake a long time ago. And Jake said the minute he started, the first thing he wanted to be with was another guy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm just, okay, I think that there are some people that do elect to do it for certain reasons on the female side. I mean, I'm just saying that. I mean, I know that's going to get me into trouble with a lot of people, but I think that some guys just cannot stand the thought of vaginas. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm just saying.
I've never ever had a problem with any one of them I've ever met.
Well, there you go. But I'm just saying, but I do believe, the reason I believe that it's something that you're born with is so many people commit suicide over it. I've seen so many people hurt about it. You know?
Well, I think that the transgenders.
Oh, the transgenders
that
now.
end up killing themselves.
Well, you're talking about it. You're doing a complete different thing here.
I think a lot of what those people is that they're just not happy in themselves anyway. So they're looking for an escape, and then when they get this, they think they're going to get something when they get there.
But Joe, here's the thing with the transgenders. Okay, if we'll talk about. I know I never can. Bruce Jenner, right? Bruce Jenner wanted nothing more than to wear makeup, high heels, and dresses, but he didn't necessarily want to sleep with a man. I think that is nothing more, and this is really weird, than just push it down, hold it down. You know? I mean, that's just dressing and appearances. I don't think that's something that's seriously going on inside your head. Did that make sense? Think about what I just said. He's not homosexual. He doesn't want to be with men. He just wants to. I think maybe he had some overbearing mom. I know that's horrible for me to say, but I'm just being honest with you. I'm pretending like you and I are just talking on the phone right now. I mean, I'm just being honest, gutly honest.
Yeah, I don't know about that whole Bruce Jenner thing. I think that's a bad example to try to paint all transgenders.
No,
in that nutty fucking household.
I'm not saying all. I never say all, everything, or everyone. I never say
But
that.
you get what I'm saying about him? I think that whole Kardashian, that whole household there, I think that's just like a whole weird environment anyway. That just, like, I think growing up there around all them women, and them, I think they are a big reason why he dresses the way he dresses.
I can understand that. Can you imagine, like, Ellie Mae Clampett? Think about that. Ellie Mae dressed like a guy. And she was just like...
Yeah, she did and she didn't.
Well, but what I'm saying, I'm just giving a really bad example here, but I can see that sort of. I mean, I just think it has to do with but their appearance. That's all it is their appearance. It's almost like cross-dressing.
What I don't understand about the whole transgender thing is about the bathrooms. When everybody says that I don't want no transgender in there pissing beside my little girl.
Okay, let's imagine that you and I have a little girl. She's 8 years old, and she goes to a school where they're going to allow the boys and the girls, if they feel like they're transgendered, which they're pushing that crap down their throats now, they can go anywhere. Are you going to want somebody hanging his wang out right there in front of her?
Well,
or a public
do
bathroom.
little girls use urinals, do they? I thought little girls, there were stalls in girls' bathrooms.
Yeah, it's always stalls.
So, in what little girl's bathroom is some little boy, transgender boy, just going to be whipping his dong out in some little girl's face?
Well, okay, let's say a public bathroom. Let's say we're somewhere and she has to go to this public bathroom, and she's 12, she's 13, so we trust her to go. And she goes in there, and there's a transgendered male in there that's 41 years old.
And dressed like a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if he goes in his stall and he does this thing, okay? And your little girl goes in the stall and does this thing. What if there's a 40-some-year-old woman in there that just looks like a transgender? And the only way you would know is if you had to peek in the stall and see.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, would you trust your daughter to be in the bathroom with a grown man at the age of 13?
Well, the other side of that is if he's not in that bathroom, he's going to be in the bathroom with the little boys. They're still going to use the bathroom, so you're not. So
you're saying a pedo's a pedo no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is restricting them from going into the girls' bathroom or vice versa doesn't solve the problem because they're still using bathrooms.
So okay, for example,
you're not banning transgenders from using the bathroom altogether. You're just banning them from using the bathroom that you don't think they should be using. So it doesn't really solve the problem in the end because they're still in a bathroom with kids of the same sex. So
well, this is true. I understand what you're saying, but so it should be anywhere in any public school district around the United States. It should just say restroom.
What I think is
I've always thought, if you want my opinion, I've always thought it was a travesty that men have to use urinals anyway. How embarrassing.
Well, a lot of schools, I think now they put dividers in between them.
But still, even
I think there's a lot more emphasis on privacy and stuff. But when elementary school I went to, it was wide open. The principal used to come in and stand right beside us and piss.
I mean, how embarrassing to have some guy walk in and just hang his wang out in front of a bunch of little boys. I think that'd be horrible to me. I don't know.
Well, it would happen every day at recess. You'd go in there to use the bathroom, and he'd come in and piss too. Okay? And we all thought he was queer because he always wore a fur coat and stuff. So,
maybe he was. I don't know, but
no. He's quite the womanizer, that fella. He was just a good snazzy dresser. Fur was a big fashion thing till the Euros got all weird about it in the 80s.
I just think that true, on the DNA level, whatever you want to call it, homosexuality is something that happens before we're even born. And those are the ones that I want to reach out and hug their necks and tell them, hey, man, I love you. I love you today. I mean, because those are the ones that break my heart. Because they suffer so much, Brian. Why not call you Brian? They suffer so much, Joe. They suffer so much. I mean, they truly, truly do. I've seen them sit next to me, on the couch next to me, quivering with tears in their eyes, saying, I am suffering because I want to be, just like you, I want to be with men. And I think there have been millions that have gone and have ended their own lives because of it. I mean, that's a travesty.
My reason I support gay marriage is I personally don't care who blows or who sleeps with anybody. That's entirely their business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
agree.
If they want to be swingers, if they want to be interracial.
Why should we deny...
exactly.
Why should we deny somebody that is a true, like I said, biologically, I mean, not biologically, but I'm saying somebody that is a true homosexual person, the ability to do what we do? Why should they be denied anything? I think that
and this is why when it comes to the gay marriage is...
But here's my problem, sweetie pie. Listen to me. These transgenders, not transsexuals, these transgenders, I don't get that. To me, and I'm going to say this, I think it's almost a choice they're making. But if they're...
Yeah, it is. In the end, it is a choice they're making, but to me, it is their choice.
Yeah, but Joe, you could not make me choose to sleep sexually with just women. I love men. I mean, that's at the heart.
Yeah, but you're not somebody who's wired to be that way. So
right, but
you're
transgender.
Trying to understand.
Okay, but listen to me, Angel. But if you're transgender, they don't particularly want to have sex with the same sex. So
well, you're basing that on what Caitlyn Jenner said.
Well, if you're transgender, then you're homosexual. I mean, if you want to be with the same sex, you're a homosexual. You don't want to be whatever, with, what's the other one? What's the alternative? We're heterosexual. Do you see what I'm saying? And
well, no. See, transgenders are like a guy that wants to be a woman. So rather than being a guy that's with guys, he wants to make the transformation, or vice versa. Okay?
No. Say that again. Say that again.
I think, honestly, Debbie, and I don't want to get in a fight about it.
No,
I
we
think
won't get in a fight.
Caitlyn Jenner is a horrible example. Like that's a fucked up example of a human being. That. Right?
It says right here, a transgender is a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their birth sex.
Yeah. So if you're born a boy, you don't identify with that. You want to be a girl.
Okay, so if let's say I'm one and I want to be a boy. So that means if I'm a boy, am I going to want to be with girls or with other boys?
You're attracted to girls. But you don't want to be like a girl with a girl. You feel that you're a male because you know what I mean, and you want to transform. That's like, and I could, like yourself.
So that makes me homosexual. That doesn't make me a transgender. That makes me, if I'm a girl and I want to act like a boy and cut my hair off and wear, act like a boy and whatever, and I want to be with girls, then I'm homosexual. Because at the heart, I am a female.
Well, no, see this is where you're.
Okay, change my mind. I'll listen.
Well, see, that's just it, Debbie.
I'm serious.
I don't have to change your mind.
This is the new Debbie. I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to.
How can I change your mind when the whole thing that they're going through is based on who they are as a person when you're not that person?
This is true. This is very true. I totally know what you just said.
You get what I mean? Like, so, and I'm like you. I'm not that person either. So I can't give you a play-by-play on how they get to where they are. I can only tell you on what I've read or what I've seen. And what they say is that they want, this is the person they always felt they were. Like, Caitlyn Jenner or Bruce Jenner says he always felt like he was a woman on the inside. And I personally think the only reason he says that he doesn't want to sleep with men is because he doesn't want that big controversy of it. He's sort of easing the tip in, and then here in 5 years, he'll be seen on a beach getting rammed doggy style by some fucking Puerto Rican. So. But I think that Kardashian household, fucked up place. You got to give them credit. They made stars out of 3 girls that got no talent.
Yeah, this is true. They made a ton of money off of her having
sucking black dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucking black dicks.
That's exactly what it was.
I know girls here where I live in my town,
and her own mother,
and all they got was babies.
Her own mother pushed it. Her own mother is the one that dropped it out into the into the world.
Well, her mother said, "Girls, look at the lifestyle I got for us," and all he did was fucking win an Olympic medal. Right? And he's queer. Get out there and get yourself one of them NBA basketball players, getting them big contracts or something.
But here's the thing I hate about the Kardashians. If you want to talk about those for a second.
I hate everything.
I detest the name. But the thing about it is that all they talk about is their looks. That's all they talk about. That's all they care about. And looks will fade. Okay? What is going to happen to these females when their looks fade? What are they going to do? I mean, because that is all they're basing their life on. That's it, period.
Yeah, I don't even find Kim Kardashian that hot. I think that ass of hers is fucking like, wow, that's big.
I mean, she's a mother and she's posing nude. I mean, and her mother is the one that pimps those girls. She took those little bitty girls, those ones that were like 17, and she was getting them boob jobs, nose jobs, making them pose and all. She was telling them she's the one that books all this crap. It's the mother that pimps them. It's horrible.
It is.
Wait a minute. David said something to me.
I was at my mother's house today, and I shouldn't probably bring this up, but she has 9 pictures up of my brother, and there's only 7 of me. So,
That's just wrong on a lot of levels. Okay, David just said, honestly, though, your little girl could still get touched by a grown woman. Shit's going to happen regardless. This really won't increase the percent of pedo activities.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right.
There's to me, if the law was really about stopping transgender abuse or pedophilia abuse, then they would just bar them from the public bathrooms altogether. So this is more about when I say I mean like the lawmakers, more about them imposing their own morality on transgenders than anything. To me, it's like a...
So what do? We just say, whatever you feel like. I don't know. I don't understand it, and I wish somebody.
Like to me, I would think you would teach your kids public washroom etiquette and safety, because it is, that's why I guess you don't let your 13-year-old kids go to rock concerts by themselves, right? Shit like that. Like you're always close or whatever. You know what I mean? But eventually, you do have to send your teens into the world without you. You know what I mean? And they will encounter situations where they may come across people that will do them bad.
Miss Ghost says, and I agree, that transgender and transsexuals are 2 complete different issues. I believe that. Because to me... Wait a minute, we have a lot of things. Stabby says normal transsexual people with no criminal. Wait a minute, I didn't get all that. Stabby starts out. MSGO says most older creepy dudes do not dress like women. And other Steve says little girls should not be exposed to that. See, that's the way I feel. I'm glad that people are agreeing with me.
Well,
Stabby's,
let's be honest. If you're worried about dudes in dresses touching your kids, you're worried about the clergy, not transgenders, right? Because the Catholic Church has been caught molesting how many kids?
oh, it's unbelievable.
And nobody's stopping kids from going into Catholic churches.
David says a pedo is a pedo. And I agree. I totes agree with that. And
If they caught a tenth of as many, I don't know, let's pick something, tennis coaches. If they caught a tenth of them molesting kids that they've caught of Roman Catholic priests, they would pass laws that kids wouldn't be nowhere allowed anywhere around the tennis court. You know what I mean? Like, so.
But I think that pedophilia is so secretive that you just. I mean, can you tell a pedo when? I mean, like, okay, the famous song by Skrillex. I'm reading what you guys are saying. Stabby just said it should be a normal thing for a child to understand what they are seeing and not hide from it. If a child has those feelings, he or she will. If they don't, they don't.
I think when it comes to pedophilia, you always got to watch for it. So, and myself, when I'm down around the baseball, when anybody is giving you the extra look, any new parent or whatever, you can't take offense to it. All you can do is just conduct yourself in a way that you never ever put yourself in a place where you're alone with them. You know what I mean? Like a confined space. You always stay in the open. And that's just the way the world is today. So, as a parent, I would think you would demand that from the people that are interacting with your kids in youth sports or in facilities, right? I know Hockey Canada has a rule because there's not a lot of dressing rooms in baseball, right? Like there is in hockey.
There's just a locker room.
You know what I mean? Like in baseball, they just usually show up and you're in the dugout.
Okay.
But in hockey, Hockey Canada has a rule that no coach is allowed to be in the dressing room with the players. There always has to be two coaches in the dressing room at the same time, and you're never allowed to be in a one-on-one. There always has to be two coaches, and preferably two players.
Why don't kids report being like what happened in the Sandusky experience? I mean, that was brutal.
Well, I think there was.
Why didn't the children come home and say, "Mommy, this guy up there, he, blah 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 blah." Why doesn't that happen?
I think there was some reporting that went on over the years, so, and it all got swept under the rug, didn't it?
I don't remember for some reason.
Yeah, I think you'll find there was, and then a lot of these kids are troubled kids and things like that, and
Well, we had. I don't know if I should talk about this. Maybe I should.
My brother had got an uncle that used to like to touch the kids. Not my uncle, though.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, what do you do? I mean, what? I don't understand. See, okay, like other Steve says in the chat room, my daughter's gymnastic teacher was gay and it made us nervous. Are gays, are they considered to be weirdos? I mean...
Why would you be gay around... Why would you... I'd be more worried about a heterosexual fucking gymnastics coach than a gay one. Like I would think like a heterosexual guy that shows up there and he wants to, because from what I've seen from gymnastics, there's a lot of hands-on balancing and stuff.
Yeah, there really is. It never occurred to me because when Heather took gymnastics for 8 years. Heather's one of those girls that can, take a run and go flip flop, and she has to work at it.
The more stories you tell me about Heather, the hotter she becomes.
But anyway,
now
she
she's
did.
a gymnast?
She took it for 8 years, yeah.
Wow.
She was a cheerleader all through middle school and, through high school and stuff like that.
Cheerleading gymnast.
But anyway, she always had female instructors and stuff. I guess it never really occurred to me. And and I'm just going to say this right now and piss people off, usually Steve, if they were instructors, they were usually very, very gay, very feminine-like boys. So we didn't really worry because we thought they liked boys. Does that work? But
I know even here, like most of the female gym teachers here, when I was going to school, the girls always said they were dykes. You know what I mean?
I didn't see them that way.
Right.
Well, should you think of somebody that's homosexual as a deviant?
I view everybody in the same way when it comes to sexuality, right? It's do I want to fuck them? And when it comes to men, 100% of the time, the answer is no. So then what they want means absolutely nothing to me. So,
but go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
There is no but. Like homosexual men, I'm not attracted to them, so it doesn't really matter to me if that they're attracted to me because it's not going to go anywhere. So, that's their problem. And I've always given off this vibe apparently where they've obviously picked that up because I can't ever really recall ever really being hit on by one. A couple of times I think I was, but I'm not quite sure.
I was hit on a lesbian so much when I was 21 that she actually has I wonder where that picture is, a big over-the-couch portrait of me, how she thought that I would be without clothes on, with my face. And she gave it to me.
Somehow I picture Dennis painting one of those right now.
It was really a nice picture because I have hamstrings that kind of stick out in the back really far. And the first thing she ever said to me, and she
wore a lot of high heels, didn't you?
Yeah, I told you when I was 15, I was dancing in clubs. I had a fake ID.
There you go.
And
Debbie a Go-Go.
Debbie a Go-Go is what it was, but it was actually one of the exes of what's her name? Martina Navratilova.
Really?
Yeah. I met her through that guy. See, when I went to work for this guy, I was walking down the hallway in the courthouse, and he goes, "Hey, you." He says, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I just quit this place." I said, "Fuck it." He goes, "Go to work for me." And I said, "You don't need a secretary." He goes, "I'm going to fire my secretary when I get back, and you go to work for me." And he was the celebrity attorney of Dallas. You can Google this. He really was. And so I started meeting all of these people that he represented, which was like, the Cowboys and all, all these people.
That'd be good money for him in the fucking 90s there with
absolutely
Michael Irvin and them were in town.
Abso-freaking-lutely. We represented everybody. And I kind of just came along with the deal because I was his assistant. It was like I would meet people in bars and they would say, "You're Debbie's Robert?" And I would go, "Yeah, I'm Debbie." And they would go, This is Robert's Debbie." And I'd go, "Yeah, I'm Robert's Debbie." And it was just this thing. And so we represented Martina Navratilova, and some of her buddies would like call in or come in, and she was involved in a really big, hard nose, didn't say hard, case of somebody was suing her for like a palimony type thing. And we had to take testimony from all of these people that she knew. And one of these girls came in that was one of her girls that she whatever, and just went nuts over me for some reason. I don't know what it was. Came over to my apartment and everything. And I was just as innocent as the day is long. It's like, "Oh, cool." And she was just like, and then she was like, "You have great legs." And I'd be like, "Thank you. So do you. Oh my God." And I'd be like, "Uh-oh." And then Robert said, Debbie. I was like, what? She really likes you. And I said, well, I like her too. She said, oh, what do you mean? Well, oh, really? Yeah. And so she took the picture back and everything because she had paid all this. It was kind of I guess we kind of broke up, so to speak.
Wow. So you've been leaving blue balls everywhere in your wake for a long time, haven't you?
I don't know. I guess I'm just whatever. Stabby says I'm too sheltered and too naive or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I've always been accused of being naive. I don't understand why that is, but I guess I am. I don't know. It's not something I'm proud of, to be honest with you. But whatever. You know what I mean? I just think I'm just stupid or something.
I'm trying to get Stabby to move up here
Why
to Nova
would you
Scotia and open up a comic book store.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You're really serious?
I think that'd be a really good business up here.
You broke her heart. I don't think I broke her heart. I just wasn't really aware of what was really going on, so to speak. And I was like, I thought she just wanted to be like friends and stuff. She was really cool, but there's something, this is really weird to me. There's something, I can't believe I'm going to say this. To me, there is something I'm intrigued with lesbian females. Something about them.
Yeah, me too.
No, I really am. There's something hauntingly almost, David, something hauntingly attractive to me with them. But I can't stand the thought of having that kind of, what just fell on my back? What was that? Oh,
There's something very sexy about two females scissoring each other.
No, see no. I no, just that's not going to happen. I mean, I just cannot imagine, doing the what
y'all mushing together and stuff.
Well, no, I mean, I've got to be honest. No, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, no, but still, I find them really intriguing or something. It's really weird. That's what you said. It's just like hanging out. Could you hang out with a complete homosexual male? Truly, could you?
What do you mean?
Could you hang out with one?
I have hung out with homosexual males, so yeah.
But it was, did you ever think, how can I put this? Did you ever feel funny when I don't know, how did you feel around them? Was it okay?
It's a little weird the first few times. I grew up across the road from a guy that came out of the closet.
Apocalypse said the point of porn is pretending your dick is getting rode, right? Road right, I get it. Either road right or road, right? I've never understood pornography because no guy can sit there and bang some chick for 45 minutes.
All it does is create false expectations on both ends.
It's ridiculous. I am so not into pornography. I am so not into that. I'm like, I don't think so. There was only one I thought was cute, and that was really weird.
You know, the most common complaint from my friends growing up.
Apocalypse is laughing at us.
What was about pornography?
What?
Was I could think of 3 of my good buddies that because of pornography, they believed anal sex was going to be the best thing ever. And when they finally got a woman that would let them do it, they all told me stories of their disappointment about ending up with poop on their dick. And my thing always is, did you not understand where you were shoving it? Like, just because you don't see that in pornos and stuff, they give them girls enemas and stuff. Like, it's not a sex organ. You can't go sloshing around in there. You're going to come up with bum apples.
Do you think it's true? Oh, I thought I had makeup on and I don't. Good, I can rub my eyes then. Do I? No, I don't. Do I? No. Do you think that that if a man, I've heard that a man that like there was a movie that me and Mr. Midnight Movie both like, it's called A Boy's Life. It's a story about, something. It's. I was reading what Jenna says. What do you mean spend 300? Got to fill the whole hour. What is that? It's all about time in it. What does that mean? I do not.
They're talking about hookers.
I have never and will never do anal sex. I just don't understand it. Mimisco says it's too much information. Yeah, that's true. I don't. I just. Maybe I'm just not. I mean, is it normal for somebody like me to not want or ever had anal sex?
The only women I've ever met that wanted anal sex were in porno movies.
Stabby, because I just spent 5 minutes typing a story about a gay guy. Oh, send it. Come on. We're all being honest here. MS Ghost has tried to have sex with me before. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. Truly, send it. We will wait, Stabby. And in the meantime, we will listen to this song. For some reason, I love this song tonight. We're going to take a break and be right back because I'm going to go in there. Heather bought me all these salads. She goes, Mom. Now, I've got to tell you, Heather does live and die by the Kardashians. Mom, you know how the Kardashians are always eating those salads that are in those plastic containers? Look, I bought you 6 of them. And I'm going, oh, my God, all these salads. And I've got to eat salad like a rabbit for the next 2 days because salad doesn't last that long, you know?
I like salad with French fries.
Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, Joe.
I won't.
Times are hard, you're afraid to pay the fee, so you find yourself somebody who can do the job for free. When you need a bit of loving, 'cause your man is out of town, that's the time you get me running, and you know I'll be around. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work no more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. Light the candle, put the lock upon the door. You have sent the maid home early like 1,000 times before. Like the castle in his corner in a medieval game, I foresee terrible trouble and I stay here just the same. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. No more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah.
And we're back. The salad I have before me is called Fiesta. And it has, you have to open it up, take the plastic off. And this one has, let's open this up. Here we go. You get the plastic off of this.
What kind of salad dressing are you going to put on there?
Well, let's see. Gunner, remove your gigantic brown nose. He's got his huge nose up here sniffing. It has dressing, which is, it's like a little bit hot, you know. There's that. And then we have romaine lettuce, a little tiny fork. Gunner, move your big nose. And we have chicken and cheese and a little pieces of corn and black beans and some tortilla chips.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it says Fiesta. It says crisp romaine lettuce, grilled white chicken meat, corn, 4 cheese blend, tortilla chips, and salsa ranch dressing. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to have. So she wants me to.
Very good.
I guess she wants me to stick around for a while or something because she bought all these for me today. But anyway, but I have to always give Gunner the chicken because I told y'all I don't eat a lot of meat. Here, Gunner. It might be kind of hot, but there. Fufu, you want some chicken? Fufu.
I wonder why he had his nose in it.
Because he smelled the chicken. Here, Fufu. Here, Fufi. Catch, Boopers. Good girl. Here, Gunner.
I haven't eaten a lot of tuna here lately. When I drain the juice out of it, I put it in the bowl and the cats all share it.
Do you really? That's so sweet. Hey, easy, guys. Back up. Sit. Good boy. I want you to hear Gunner's mouth go. Watch. Here he goes. Ready to catch? Catch. Did you hear him go?
I did, yeah.
Here goes. Let Fufu get one. Fufu. All right, I'm going to put the rest of it on the floor. Did you hear him go? That was his mouth. I throw it, they catch it. Good girl. Okay.
When I had my lab,
Uh-huh.
I used to be able to give him stuff, and if he didn't eat it, I just had to go, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And as soon as I do that, he'd fucking gulp it.
Really? They're so
I'd like
smart.
give him a piece of pineapple, and he'd like taste it, and he'd spit it back out. And I'd just call the cat, and he'd lick it right up and swallow it.
You know, when I was growing up, Joe, we never bought dog food. The dogs just ate whatever we ate. My mom would just make a big sloppy mess of all the leftovers and give it to them.
We had a hunting dog, a rabbit dog, when I was a kid. And I used to have to feed it every night after supper. And you know how Heinz ketchup comes in the cans? You can get the big cans. You guys can do that down there too, I assume.
Who was talking about ketchup and saying it was bad? Was it you or Stabby?
Well, anyway,
Go ahead,
that's
I'm
what
listening.
we used to put the dog food in the bottom of one of them, and then all the supper scraps would go in on top. And that's what the dog would get every night for supper.
I feed my dogs grain-free dog food doused in beef, what do you call it? Bouillon, not beef broth. That's what they get twice a day.
My dog eats beneficial dog food and pretty much whatever I eat because...
Yeah, that's what they should eat. They should eat vegetables and, yeah.
She's got her face right in it, so...
Do you just hand feed her scraps from your
When I eat a sandwich...
Yeah.
When I make a sandwich, she sits and watches me.
Mm-hmm.
And every bite I take, she gets more excited. Because she knows when I get down to the corner, I'm going to give it to her.
Yep. That's
so
exactly
the smaller the sandwich
right.
gets, she just starts shaking.
Aw. Don't you have a little yippy dog?
I got a cockapoo.
A cockapoo.
12-pounder. Rescued her.
Aw. What's her
She was-
name?
Becca.
Becca. That's so cute.
She was living underneath a shed when I got her.
Oh, rats.
Full of burdocks and cold.
Part of this salad froze. I hate that refrigerator.
That's where all the cats come from here too. But one, they were all strays too. I'm a sucker when it's cold out. They all end up the word's out on me.
I know. It breaks my heart.
Go to the fat guy's house. He'll let you in.
Go to the fat guy's house.
He gets fried chicken once a week. He'll share it with you.
What's it like to live in a little tiny town where... Do you know everybody and does everybody know you?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that...
It's good and it's bad.
I don't know anybody. I mean, I live in a town
Like,
of millions.
When it comes to like what we were talking about your kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, it's good in that sense that when your kids go down to the park and so's the coach, even if you don't know them, you can ask somebody else who does, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
But the other side of that is everybody knows your business about everything. So there's it's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. For every pro, there's a con. Right. I think overall, when it comes to safety of your kids, you're better off to raise them here. But when it comes to global opportunities or quality of life, I don't know if that's necessarily the truth. Right.
But, I mean, there's so much talk about this pedophilia bullshit right now. I mean...
pedophiles have always been around, Debbie. Right? And there's always going to be the guy that, is dating the girls that are just turned 18 or...
Is that a pedophile?
I think they don't classify them as a pedophile. There's another term for people that... pedophiles are people who favor kids under the age of 12, I think. And then there's another name for people that are attracted to teenagers. Right?
Tenophiles? I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, like we're wired. Like men are naturally wired to be attracted to young girls. And young girls are naturally wired to be attracted to older, what they deem successful men. Mm-hmm. Right? Because women are looking for a mate, somebody to give them, provide.
And we're looking for daddy. And
men are looking to spread their seed, and they want young, healthy females. Right? Mm-hmm. So the whole idea of marriage and everything, that's all man-made stuff. Right? That's all stuff that we come up with, a book of rules we come up with, the old men come up with, so young women wouldn't want to ride them. Yeah.
I think I agree. I don't see where marriage, these marriage certificates and all these big weddings that you have to have. I mean, I think back in the day, you just took a bride.
Well, it was all, they come up with these rules. Back in the day, it was, you couldn't have a wife unless you could provide for her, and things like, you could have as many wives as you wanted as long as you could provide. So basically, if you were old and rich, you could have all kinds of wives, and if you were young and broke, well, you can't have none.
Well, were you raised by the same school of logic that I was raised, that if you get married, it is basically the man? Why is it the man's responsibility to provide a home and lights?
Oh, no, I'm not all about that. I get no problem with my woman working.
But I know you don't. But do you think that were you taught that was basically your responsibility?
No. My father ran a construction company when I was a kid, mm-hmm. and my mother always worked for him. Like she would do the books and drive. Like if they were down working, say in River Hibbert, and they needed something from the hardware store, he would call, because this is back before the days of cell phones, right? So he would call her at the house, and then say what he needed, and then she would go get it and run it down to them, stuff like that. Like you know what it was like back then. It's not like it is now, where you can just instantly get a hold of anybody at any time. Like somebody literally had to stay by the phone back in them days. And
I remember when, if I didn't know where my boyfriend was in high school, I would have to call other friends, and I would say, is Ricky there? Nope, I hadn't seen him today. Wow. It would just be like really puzzling. Where is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't understand that are born in
when
the
I went
millennium.
My high school sweetheart, she wasn't allowed to get phone calls after 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I remember.
Through the week, right? And on the weekends, she was allowed to stay on the phone, I think, till midnight or something. Or I don't even know if she had to hang up. But through the week, she had to be off the phone by 10. So if we were in a big fight, once 10 o'clock rolled around, it was over until the next morning when we saw each other at school. Mm-hmm. Whereas kids today, it never ends. They're texting each other. They're Facebooking each other. It's fucking...
It's got to be doing a mental game on them.
Yeah, they never get a shut off.
Exactly. I've said that 1,000 fucking times. And that is one thing that Stephen has so much trouble with in relationships. He's fine until they say, "Where have you been?" Because Stephen wants to say, "Any fucking place I want to been."
Yeah, well.
You know what I'm saying? Stephen just doesn't want to be. I think I fucked him up when I said, because I raised both of them. Well, Heather's kind of the same way too. Nobody owns you. Nobody owns you.
And growing up here, you get in fights, right? And sometimes you win, sometimes you get beat up. You get in a fight now growing up, and 100 people have it recorded on their phone. Before you're even home, it's all over Facebook. So, like, your most embarrassing moments going through school are recorded forever now. Right? Like, if you fall down the steps at school and drop all your books and hurt yourself, you can bet your boots there's going to be people at school that are recording you.
Is that good or bad?
I think it's bad.
I think it's horrible. I'm glad you agree, because I've always said that. How fucked up. I've had kids sitting on my couches texting each other. And I also think that it takes away the ability to properly communicate. I think there's people that break up texting each other. They're missing so much on, like, I don't know how old Apocalypse is. Do you know how old Apocalypse is? Isn't he in his... I see Apocalypse as... When I think of Apocalypse, I picture Back to the Future.
When I think of Apocalypse, I think he's a lot like Dana Carvey. I think he's way older than what any of us really think he is.
I can see that.
I think he's like in his 50s.
You think?
Yeah, early 50s or so. Just some of the stuff he says, he dates himself.
He's never been doxxed, except by Alan Wayne.
Alan Wayne doxed him?
He met him in Las Vegas.
Well, that's not really a dox.
Well, I mean, you pretty much know who they are when you meet them in person. I mean, I've asked Alan, and Alan will not say a word. I said, "What?" In private, I've said, "What does he look like?" He says, "I'm not going to say." I said,
yeah, they clearly spent some magical nights in the desert together.
Oh, shut up. He won't say. He won't say. I have heard Apocalypse is tall with sandy blonde hair.
He sent me a picture one time.
The fat guy?
No, and he was short, blondish hair, like you're saying. Pretty muscly looking. Not a bad looking fella.
Well, he's obviously been raised really well. Somebody needs to somebody needs to give somebody some credit for raising that guy, because he knows how to handle himself in a group of people. And that's something that you are taught. Think about it.
He was raised in a big Democrat home, eh?
Hey.
No, that's true story. His grandmother's big Democrat. So she raised him right, and then he sort of went astray with his ideals. So.
I don't believe he lives with his mom. I think that's a bunch of garbage. I think he owns a nice home somewhere in Arizona.
He had himself a pretty good job.
He may even have a wife and 2 kids.
No, they left.
They left. You're so horrible. But I see him as Marty McFly. That's the way when I talk to him, when I think of him, I visualize Marty McFly. That's who I see.
You got to think more of the Steve Rogers character in Captain America.
I don't know that person.
The guy that plays Captain America, the blonde guy? Or Heath Ledger, maybe.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, more like a Heath Ledger type guy.
No way.
Yeah.
Apocalypse...
They're not Heath Ledger, the guy that got burnt in the car. Fast and the Furious guy.
I don't know that film.
The world's greatest actor. What was his name? The guy that got burned up in the Fast and the Furious?
Yeah. The guy that got fried.
He was the world's greatest actor because he did 7 movies making everybody believe he could actually drive. And then he died in a fucking car accident like that. It's sort of ironic, don't you think?
That is weird.
He made all them movies, them shitty fucking Fast and the Furious movies, doing all them impossible stunts. And it was almost like he started to believe his own hype or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
my son loved those movies.
You could be right, because, Aunt B, that girl that was in that woman that was in what do you call it? Whatever. Was it Mayberry RFD? Yeah, that lady never got. She became Aunt B even in her real life. It was like really a messed up thing that she did. You know what I'm saying?
The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, Aunt B, the woman that played
Andy Griffith, or that guy there, Andy Griffith. He was a homo. Okay.
Okay, do me a favor. Take the Andy Griffith cast and show me which one, in your opinion, would be pedophile. I gotta hang up. I see you. Hang up. I have to add you. I hate doing this to people. Wasn't it nice to talk to Mr. Floovypops tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see you feeling that way, but he's a good friend of mine. I love Floobs.
Hold on, Rush. She's talking about me. Hello?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I didn't know.
Debbie, I heard you mention my name, and I find that to be a very important part of your dog. What are you saying?
You are a mental.
Why? Because I have some issues about things.
You never gave up the Aunt B character, even in your real life, lady. I'm sorry.
It maybe I wasn't acting. Maybe it just came very natural because I'm such a perfect person.
No, I never thought about it that way, Aunt B. I hear you're an absolute mental case. That at home you would bake pies and say, "Oh, where's my Opie?" and all that weird stuff.
I always say that. I even call Mr. Rush Opie. He likes it. It tickles his Yankee.
Tickles his
It makes his Yankee Doodle Dandy stand straight up like a strawberry cake. Delicious.
Remember when Mr. Midnight Movie said, "Yank my doodle, it's a dandy"?
I did hear that little creep say it. Is he doing time in the pen for something so vulgar? Is Joe on the line? I want to talk to Joe. Joe's a sexy man.
You're too old for him. That's gross. When are you going to die? When are you going to die?
I love old Canadian boys.
Well, that's Joe.
Well, that's something we've known for quite some time, Steve.
Hey, this isn't Steve.
Oh, my
doxed, you
mistake.
bitch. Oh, I've been doxed. The jig is up.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? You guys are having an interesting show, aren't you?
Steve Rush, the first graduate of the Cowpoke School of Voices.
Wait a minute. Do it where Aunt B calls Steve to the phone. That's what cracks me up when you do that. It's funny stuff, even if you won't admit it, it's funny.
I thought that was Cowpoke doing Bill Clinton.
Oh, my God, that's horrible. I love Steve's voices, and I don't say that. If I didn't, I would say, Steve, that sucks.
She did. Well, you have, and you've corrected me.
On which one?
Oh no, I think I don't know. The Harry Carey one, you're not too crazy about. I think it's just more annoying than anything for you. You never said anything about John Travolta. Do you like the John Travolta?
I love Johnny T.
Beeb, you kind of like.
I love Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, yeah.
I love the guy from India.
Yeah. Oh yes, right here. Do you want to grab your stuff and say good morning, good day? I know, I like him too. He's fun.
I like him, but I love Johnny. I think when Johnny T says Sandy, that just literally, it makes me laugh no matter what time in the day it is.
You know, that, Debbie, I say it for you because I think that you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because you've always been there for me. Like every time I come out here and I was a drunk fool, you were like, it's okay, just come back. It's all right. So I would come back and I say, Sandy. And they'd be all happy.
Say it for Joe. Listen to
Do gangster juice.
Oh, God.
Come here, I'm going to give you some gangster juice. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a popsicle?
Gangster juice is the gangsta juice.
Ugh. Make me vomit my guts up. That cowpoke crap where he goes,
Gangsta juice.
He's comparing my voices to Cowpoke then.
No, he's not. Trust me on that. If
oh my God, I'm sad.
Oh, it's gross to listen to him. Here we go with.
All I'm going to say is, Steve, you can take it whatever way you want, but you're no Cowpoke. When it comes to
Thank God.
Here comes some gangster juice, everybody. This was hot off the wire, Joe. Hot off the wire, Joe. Sorry, I just stepped all over you, Joe.
Juice.
Keep the good work. I thought the cow beating. He said, I'll shout you stuff on Twitter. I know.
What is that? Where he goes, oh, nah. What is that?
Gangsta. Juice.
Caputi. Ugh.
I remember the night he was on your show, and you said about him doing that voice, and he tried to convince you that wasn't him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was dead serious. He goes, that's not me. That's why I said he's insane.
That's like Bill Wagner after he's listening to himself. He's like, I didn't say that.
One thing I've learned about Cowpote is Cowpote is either really, really stupid, or he's the fucking best troll out of all of us.
I'm going to go with A.
I'm going to go with he's stupid.
Yeah. We'll take A for 2000, Alex. I don't know.
Hey, y'all should play the Debbie Daily Jeopardy game.
Sure.
Yay! All you do is Google search Debbie space Daily, and you put in Jeopardy. Jeapordy. Is that it? Jeopardy?
Jeopardy.
There it is, the Debbie Daily Show. You just Google my name, and it's right there. But you have the answer key. Don't look.
I will not.
There's two of them. Here we go with Jeopardy. Debbie's Jeopardy.
So how do
game.
we answer? We don't have buzzers, Deb. Can you send me a buzzer?
No, there's an actual buzzer.
I don't have a clue.
You're going to get one, and then you can give the answer.
I need the link.
Well, it says how many teams there'll be? 2.
Where's the link?
Oh, the link is right here. No, you'll get the answers. That's
No,
wrong.
we don't get a link, dude. She's just going to read it, and we've got to answer it.
Okay, you ready? Y'all ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
And we just say our name if we know the answer. Is that correct? Or do you want to just pick?
Okay, I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 10, and I'm writing it down now. Joe, what number?
6.
Steve?
7.
It was 7. Okay, you have control of the board. Now, here's the categories today. The categories are...
Fucking rigged.
No, I swear to God. You know me, baby. I'll turn on my webcam. Ghost, Debbie...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Debbie-isms, those darn trolls, guest on the show, or miscellaneous.
I'll take Debbieisms for 200.
Big shock.
It's 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50, Angel.
20.
The answer is, what does Debbie call a stupid person like a troll? No, I'm sorry. This is what Debbie calls a stupid person such as a troll. What is a mullet?
Mullet.
I knew that.
Joe, you have control of the board.
I'll take Debbieisms for 50, please.
Isn't he adorable?
Oh, he's not all that great.
He's so cute. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, I just lost it. Hold on, I got to go back. I messed up. Okay. You said Debbieisms for what? For 20?
For 50.
The answer is... This is the pony in My Little Pony that represents Debbie. Now, this is a game that I did, it says, in 2013.
Rainbow Bright.
Who is Derpy?
Dash?
Derpy. No, Derpy Hooves.
Is Dash even one of them?
I don't know none of their names.
I don't either.
Derpy Hooves. Now, Stabby would have known that answer.
All right.
Of course.
Steve, you have control of the board.
I'll take another category for 200 for 20.
Guest on the show for 20?
Sure.
This man drinks 10 High Kentucky Straight Sour Mash Bourbon Whiskey.
Who is Old Rooter?
Answer is Old Rooter. You have control of the
I'll
board.
take it for 30. Same category.
Okay, now how do I go back? I have to go team 1, correct. Okay, team... Okay, that means you're right. Now I go home. Okay, that's excellent. Steve, you have a guest on the show for 30. The answer is, he was a co-host of Debbie's when he started only at 17 years of age.
Who is Jake?
The answer is, who is Jake? That's correct.
Wow.
I'll take 40. Same category.
I feel this fucking category is a tad tilted to somebody's advantage, but continue on.
The answer is, she is from Colombia.
Who is Poupée la touche.
Who is Fufu Latouche? Steve, you have control of the board.
Big shock.
I'm going to switch categories. Anyone you pick for 50.
Miscellaneous for 50. The listener, Debbie, wants to fashion a doll after.
Who is Mr. Midnight Movie?
Stabby McHugs. I didn't even know the answer to that, to be honest with you. Joe Seeker, you have control of the board.
I'll take any category for 50.
Let's do let's do Debbieisms for 50. The answer is, wait a minute, my bad. The answer is, this is the branch of military that Debbie's father was in.
Marines.
The answer is United States Marines. Joe, I have to give you the correct answer. Now I hit home. Okay, we're rocking. Same category?
As long as I can get for 50. Anything for 50.
Debbieisms for 30. This is Debbie's hero.
Debbie's hero. Well, let me think here. Debbie's hero is...
You just hit it pretty close.
Can I steal it?
No.
I don't know. Me.
Her father.
Her father. It says who is her father? Steve, you have control of the board. It's 110 to 40 right now.
Let's take...
How could I only be 40? I got a fucking 50.
You got two 20s right, I think.
All right, so let me adjust.
Right. Yeah, he did get a 50. So 70.
I gave him 80. 80?
He has 70. He has 20 and a 50. We're correct.
All right, so it's 110 to 70?
Yeah.
All
right,
hey,
Steve, you have control of the board.
Anything for 30.
Miscellaneous. What was Debbie? This was Debbie's nickname when she was doing radio consulting. Remember there's a word in there. She was called not the consultant, but...
Wow, nothing like giving her a
Damn. What is the insultant? I got the name the insultant. See, this is too old. I'm going to do the new one. This is the old one. Damn.
I was around for the old ones, too, so that's bad on me.
Well, it's Joe Seeker. You have control of the board.
Good luck, Joe, buddy. I want you to do well.
Anything for 50.
Giving those darn trolls for 50. Debbie supposedly gave... What did Debbie supposedly give to the DDC to troll with? What does that mean? Give to the DDC. What's the DDC?
I don't know.
I have no idea. What is new MacBooks?
Debbie Daily. It said Debbie Daily Crew.
You know, I think somebody... Oh, that's right.
Hell, you don't even know what you wrote?
I don't even remember the answers. Okay. Joe Seeker, you maintain control of the board, and your question is... Who runs Debbie's board? Who runs Debbie's board and is also in love with Victor?
Runs Debbie's board and is also in love with Victor.
Who is Carol from Blog Talk Radio? Joe, we're going to have to give him that one. I'm going to give him those points.
Why?
Because there's no way he would have known that. And besides that, y'all just got tied. It's a whole new ball game.
Wait, yeah, okay.
Steve, you have control of the board.
All right, thank you. Of course it does. I'm going to take anything for anything.
Let's go to Debbieisms for 20. Steve. Wait, I already had that one. Hold on. Let's go to Debbieisms for 30. Debbie says, this is where Debbie says, I get so tired of being blank all the time. Blank, 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 blank.
What is right?
Answer is, what is right? Very good, Steve. Team one, correct. Steve, you maintain control of the board, and I'm just going to say your questions. Questions, okay, miscellaneous. What does Debbie... This is what Debbie calls muting a chatter. What is that called that Debbie used to call... This is Block Talk Radio stuff. When she would mute a chatter in the chat room, what did she say she was doing? She was putting a blank cap on them. She's putting a dunce cap on them. You don't remember that, Steve?
I don't remember that.
Damn, you need to pay more. I bet you MS Ghost would know all these answers. Joe Seeker, your question is... You ready?
Good luck, Joe. See, I root for you.
This is who Debbie calls Lord of all trolls.
DYCHE.
Aw, he's doing the Spreaker one. I say we give it to him.
Why are you giving him the freaking answers?
That was for 50, by the way, so I'm way out in front.
You get it wrong and you get the points?
Joe doesn't remember these days. The answer was Zeki because he wasn't there.
Well, I didn't remember the last one.
Okay, hold on a second. There's 2 different games. We'll play the new game. Shush.
You're way behind, Steve. I'm like 180. You're like 120.
You just got the last 2 free points.
Here we go with the new one that Debbie just did. And it is full screen. Debbie Day Show. Number of teams is 2. And start.
Good luck, Joe. I hope you do well, bud.
Right now.
What is this? Wait a minute. I hit the wrong link. Everybody just calm down. I'm going to get it.
Simma.
Yeah, it's under my bookmarks because I bookmarked it. This is so cool. I wanted to do this one night. Y'all were really having fun with this, I could tell, because we just kind of got lullsy for a minute. Meaning there was a lull in the action.
You notice that's when I called in? Do you notice why I waited? I waited. You guys are rocking all night. I said, there's a moment to maybe peek in. Say hello.
I love the way Joe said, Debbie, I do not want to get in a fight with you. And I made sure that did not happen. Because I'm the new Debbie, and I want to learn how to be more open about things.
I just don't want Stabby influence me.
Yeah.
I think you both did good because you both got your point across, and Joe made some amazing points during that back and forth. I'm just saying because
I think I got that job today too, by the way.
Oh, fantastic, man.
When will you know? Starts out at $15.22 an hour, and then after 6 months you go up to $16.22, and if you work the back shift, you get another $1. So in 6 months,
when will you know?
I'll know the first of the. She said she'd be in touch the first of the week, so that's got to be a good thing.
That's good luck, man. Seriously.
So.
Did you
not
do
at this
good
game
on
that I'm about to win.
Did you do good on the interview and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
They asked me a question. She right out of the blue. She said, "If you had to sell a product," she said, "how would you sell it?" She said, "So I want you to just pick any product at all, and give me the pitch." So I had to make up a pitch for Pepsi right on the spot.
Tell us what you did. We want to know.
Can you repeat a little bit of it?
Not really. I don't think too much.
You just ad-libbed it?
Yeah, that's pretty well how I roll.
Yeah.
But, I talked a lot about comparing it to the competitors, how it had a higher fizz content, lower sugar. Just made a bunch of shit up, right?
Sure.
You know, and when compared to all other major brands on taste tests, you know, we always score. Shit like that.
Well, you know, they had that one person that said, "Do you see this pen?" And he gave it to him. He goes, "Sell me this pen." What movie was that? It was The Wolf of Wall Street. He would walk around. He was hiring people to. He started off in a little garage, just sales calling people to say, "Hey, I've got some really good. You know, you need to do this." And he would. The way he hired them is he would get them in there. And I'd say, "Hey, man, I brought my friends over." And he would hand them a pen. He goes, "Sell me that pen." One by one, you know, in private. And they would say, then they would do it. And if they could do it, then he'd let them have a telephone and they would start selling stocks. It's a true story.
That was with Michael Douglas, that movie?
No, it was with Apocalypse. What's his name? No, not Apocalypse. The guy that did Catch Me If You Can, he did...
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That makes sense. Now I got it.
But that's
you ever told him to make that movie?
Who?
The guy that they made that movie about, the true story.
Uh-huh.
When he was in prison with Tommy Chong.
Get out of town. Are you serious?
Yeah, honest to fuck. And
I believe you.
They were sitting around in jail talking, you know, telling stories about doing drugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy Chong said to him, "Holy fuck, man, you gotta write a story. Like you gotta write a book. You know, like your life should be a movie." That's true shit.
Wow.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm just going to Jeopardy.com just to play Jeopardy.
Tommy Chong was doing time for selling bongs in Arkansas. Bongs that he didn't even sell, that he just, some company
Well, I was there when all that happened. I was the one that, when he came to Dallas for a radio interview, they let me go pick him up at the airport.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. It was cool. And that was what he had just got out of prison, or going to prison or something. Because you had to say that they were for tobacco. Is that right?
Well, you weren't allowed. I think it was Arkansas. You weren't allowed. Like some states, you're not allowed to sell that stuff in, right? So he just licensed his likeness to some company that sold bongs, and then they ended up selling bongs to somebody. Ship bongs to a state you're not allowed to ship them to, and then they got him. That's what he went to prison for.
I guess I don't remember that.
Wow.
And it was entrapment because it was the fucking cops who ordered the bongs.
Really? So
did
it
he
was
get-
like an entrapment thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
not
the
good.
big thing about law enforcement. Like, I get them out there trying to stop the drugs, but when they're like, they find out that they're manufacturing their own crack so they can sell crack to catch crack, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a big
Like,
circle.
That's more like you're trying to drum up crime. Like, if there's nobody buying crack, go after fucking something else. Don't make crack just so you can catch somebody buying crack. I'm sure there's somebody down the road you can bust.
Sorry. I hate that when it does that to me. I want to see if this is a good Jeopardy game. It's Jeopardy.
I love this.
Boom. 2 players. Okay. I have to hit 2. Now what do I hit? I hit 2. Now what? I said 2. 2. I did. I hit. Fuck you.
I just want to tell everybody that after my awesome organ playing last night,
I thought that was you just there.
Steve showed up with his fruity little electric piano thing he got at fucking Walmart today, and he's playing that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, I can't play the big organ like you know, but I want
Right.
to. What the hell?
I think that's Dennis.
All right, I'm back.
I
Dennis,
feel a disturbance in the force.
Dennis, you're calling us from a group call.
Yeah, he's
So
calling me. He's calling me as
he's
well.
calling from a group call that he was in on last night.
Dennis
know.
went to the Barco School of Skype.
Barker doesn't understand Skype either.
No.
Yeah, I just saw mine lighting up. Like, who's calling me? Oh, it's Dennis. Sorry, Dennis. I could not pick you up, sir.
That's why I just leave those. When I get up in the morning, I just go to those conversations and leave them.
Player 2.
You do what to him?
You just go right-click on like those conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and then a big drop-down menu comes, and you just leave conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. And then hide, or you could hide it and get rid of it. Either way,
Yeah.
I don't keep them. There's
Yeah.
no point in it. No point unless you want to see the dialogue.
Oh, the categories are game show host, secular holidays, Elvis Presley, voices
Gonna be
of
hard.
Disney, and songs of the week. Categories are 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000. Contestant number 1, that would be... Wait, let me not write another number down. I'm going to write down a number, and here is the number I just wrote down. What is the number,
Well, I
Steve?
won the last one. It would be me.
All right.
I'm the returning champion.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Beat you like 180 to 120, Steve.
Categories are animal phrases, secular... Hold on.
Ah, damn it! Just about to rock it out.
Damn it. Hold on, Dennis. I have to add you to the call. Hold on.
But he's got to be on mute during this game because this
I
is
know.
big money.
That's
Big money.
He's found his mute button, though.
Yeah, we taught him last night. Excellent.
Old Stabby. They don't fool me. I figured it out today.
What?
Dennis, Stabby is a young time-traveling Dennis.
Stabby is?
Yeah. They're the same person. They're one and the same person.
All right. We need a professional scorekeeper because I'm not going to trust this game. All right. The categories...
I love Jeopardy.
Categories are animal phrases, secular holidays, game show host, Elvis, voices of Disney, and songs of the week. Joe, you have control of the board.
Songs of the week.
For
200.
what? For 200. The answer is the Bangles had their first hit single with this song.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Eh.
Uh-oh.
What is Manic Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Steve, you didn't call it out. You didn't.
Oh,
you didn't. Okay,
it's only me and you.
Steal with Jeopardy.
I know that was
Yeah, you
just
can.
Family Feud.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. You have
Yes,
control.
you can.
Steve, you have control of the board. Let me write that down. Steve got 200 points in control of the board. Steve.
Elvis Presley 200.
The answer is the name of the Elvis Presley's mansion.
What is? Just quiet, please, on the set. What?
I know.
What is
Time's
Graceland?
up,
What is
time's up,
Graceland?
time's up,
Anybody
time's
want to
up.
steal?
Graceland. I'm saying Graceland.
Yeah. All right, you got it.
Oh,
And you
fuck,
gotta
how
mute
much
it.
time does he get?
Dennis, you got to mute because I'm hearing your
They're-
voice in the background.
they're
Yeah, I
giving-
know.
They're giving 10 seconds. So do I give him that 200, Steve?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got
Oh,
Steve, you have control of the board.
Elvis for 200. 400.
The answer is the nickname for Elvis's entourage.
I don't know.
Anybody want to go for this one?
Beep beep.
Yes? Beep beep. What is the Memphis Mafia?
I can do that.
Dennis, you have control of the board.
Give me a science and nature question or something.
I've got animal phrases, secular holidays,
All
gang.
right, animal phrases, go to that.
Give me an amount.
400.
Animal phrases for 400. The answer is wasting one's efforts by pursuing the wrong path is said to be doing this up the wrong tree.
Beep.
Joe Seeker,
Barking up the wrong tree.
show me barking up the wrong tree.
Oh,
You
we
have-
could do that? All right.
Joe, you have
Jeopardy,
control of the
motherfucker.
Yeah, because
I thought he had control of the board, though.
I
He gets
just-
a chance to answer
He
the
just gets to
question.
pick
Well,
the
he didn't.
category.
He didn't
Oh.
answer.
Doesn't matter.
Right?
Go
They
ahead.
go like nee nee like if
No,
they know
he's
it.
right. You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
No, we had no buzzers.
Joe just
Joe got me.
whoever's control of the board just picks the question.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, no, I was thinking wrong.
We have no
Joe
buzzers.
Seeker, you have control of the board.
Right.
I'll pick the 500 in the animal category.
And the answer is no, it's 1,000, Angel.
Okay, that's what I want.
All right.
It's even better.
The answer is when everything is good, this is hanging high.
Fucking riddle.
Steve,
Yes.
is it Moon?
No.
No.
You lose 1,000. Boom.
Don't y'all remember that old song, Then the Goose is Hanging High? You know, on the the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the little guy that goes, and the goose is
Debbie, next.
Dennis.
Dennis
I
Letter.
just want you to move on, Debbie.
Dennis, that's one slash, okay?
Okay.
I think Dennis made his point. He wants you to move on.
Okay, Joe, you are at negative 600 because you just lost 1,000 on that one.
Why do I lose 1,000?
Because it was $1,000 question and you didn't answer it, right?
I just picked it. He buzzed in.
Okay, all right, never mind. So Joe,
Payback for the last
Fuck,
game.
why do
Joe.
I lose?
Joe's 400, Steve's 400, and Dennis is 0. Dennis, you have control of the board
Again, nature.
for 800,
What's left? 200?
200, 600, and 800.
Oh, 800.
The answer is flipping this animal refers to sticking up your middle finger.
Beep, beep.
Stop.
Joe Seeker,
What is flipping the bird?
very good. Joe
right.
Seeker, you have control of the board.
I'll take the highest animal one.
You already blew that like a trumpet. It was hanging the goose hanging high. What about 600? The answer is this animal is often associated with a clump of dust.
Steve,
Steve,
what is bunny?
wow, correct.
Dang it.
And you
Shut
have
up.
hold on. I'm having to do this by myself because I don't trust this game because it's like really weird. So okay, the correct answer is what is a bunny? And that was how many points was that? 400, 600.
600.
I'm way up. I'm like 1,300.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Joe, you're pretty high. Dennis, you are at 0. Stephen is at 1,000, and Joe is at.
Oh, no. Steve's like negative 200. He got $1,000 question wrong.
Yeah.
I did, so I'm even because I had 1,000, I lost 1,000, so I should be at 0.
Okay.
Loser. Can somebody help me keep score on this? Okay, because I've
Yeah, I
got
could.
JoJo. I've got
I'm
JoJo.
gonna win.
I've got Joe at 800. I've got Dennis at zilch, and I had Steven at more than that. But anyway, Joe, you're at 800.
I'm good. Right.
No, Joe's 1,800.
Yeah, I'm winning big. I'm
Yeah.
1,800. I don't know how he got 1,800.
Because I
All
rocked
right.
Steve, that's how.
Because I rock. I love it. Okay, Steve, you have control of the board.
Pick it for me. Any amount.
Secular holidays for 200. The answer is celebrated on February the 14th. This is the holiday associated with love.
Valentine's Day.
Ooh,
He doesn't get the point because he didn't say what is.
Well, no,
didn't
no. Well, okay. What you should do, I know your voice is well enough. Just say the answer, right?
Well, that's what I said. Yeah.
Dennis, Dennis, you have control of the board with 200 points.
All right, I'll go with that secular.
For 400, the answer is observed on January the 26th in Australia, and September the 7th in Brazil, and June 12th in Russia. Ooh. Anybody?
What is? No.
That would be
3 seconds. Don't have to answer. Just you'll lose money.
solstice.
The answer is what is Independence Day? Joe Seeker, you have control of the board.
He said solstice. How many points was that for?
Yeah. No.
Don't answer because I'm going to take those points away.
I just did. He's minus 200.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pick anyone for 1,000.
Joe. Secular holidays. The answer is Flag Day is celebrated on February the 24th in this country.
What is Steve?
Yes.
What is Canada?
We have to wait 5 seconds to get the answer because that's how long it gives us. Or I can guess it. Let's see.
Flag Day in
Canada?
Nope.
The correct answer was what is Mexico? Steve, you're now negative 5 million, I think.
I'm negative 1,000.
I'm liking my chances.
Yeah, it's early, baby.
Joe Seeker, you retain control of the board.
Anything for 1,000.
Show me.
Straight out balls out.
Voices of Disney for 1,000. Are you ready?
Yep.
The what? What's the category?
It's an audio. You have to wager as much money as you want.
You have 1,800. You could wager up to 1,800.
Oh, it's a daily double.
Hurry.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
800.
$800.
You can't answer, Dennis. Only I can. It's
Nobody
a daily
can.
Double.
Oh, okay.
I'm wagering 800.
Okay.
This actress is best known for providing the voice behind Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Cocksucker.
I love Joe.
Who is Anne Margaret?
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, precious.
Wah, wah.
Fucker.
All right.
Now
Now you're down to 1,000.
Steve.
Shut up, Steve.
Shut up, Steve. Steve goes. Steve has control of the board. Steve.
Anything you want, Dad, for whatever you like.
Elvis Presley for $600. The first motion picture starring Elvis Presley was
Steve. What is Jailhouse Rock? That isn't the right answer. I know it's Loving You.
And the answer is what is Love Me Tender?
Love Me Tender. Yeah. I know that. Loving it.
And
How much was that for, Deb?
That was 600.
600. You're like
Steve's really,
1,600.
Steve's really good with numbers. Let him keep the score. All right.
1,600 in the hole.
yeah.
Dennis.
you got $2,000
Dennis.
questions wrong.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dennis.
I got one.
Yes, ma'am.
You have control of the board for animal phrases. Your answer is if people are working hard, they are working like.
A dog.
If people are working hard, they are working.
Steve. Dogs.
Steve. No.
Yeah, like a dog. They're working like a
Like
dog.
Well, I can't believe you
Ants.
both just give the wrong answer.
Ants. It's like they look like a bunch of ants. I said that's why I said people,
Ants.
not a person. A person would be right. But
Dennis give the wrong answer, and then Steve give the same answer. Like,
I
thanks,
thought he
guys.
didn't pluralize it.
Thanks, guys. Like, fuck, that was.
How much? Let me do the
All right,
math.
that
How
was
much
only
was
for
that?
two, Deb.
I think I'm just gonna let you guys just. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna say anything else. I think I can just win the just
Absolutely. You got 1,000.
posted out my lead.
all right.
All right, Joe. The game's not over
Hold
yet.
on just a second. Let me pause it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Game's not over.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
All right. Y'all ready?
Jimmy, he
Jimmy's really smart. All right. The
Let me get it.
control of the board goes to, I believe it goes to Steve or Joe.
Steve, because we both got it wrong. Joe, go ahead, because he didn't get one wrong. Go ahead, Joey.
Joe?
I don't know any Elvis question.
Elvis for $800. The answer is his remixed version of Elvis, A Little Less Conversation, was used in a Nike TV commercial starring.
What is Steve?
Stop
What
the
is
Harry
Michael
shit.
Jordan?
I didn't hear. I heard two answers.
What is Michael Jordan?
Incorrect.
Dr. Harry Shitman.
Womp womp. Now, do I take those points away from Joe?
I
Even though
do.
Joe
No,
didn't.
they go from Steve.
Me, I'm being
Yeah,
fair.
take it off from Steve. Yep.
All right.
How many was that?
That was
800.
That was 800.
2,800 in a hole. Went the wrong way.
Quit guessing.
Yeah, I know, man.
Game. I'm not going to sit.
All
listen,
right.
Listen to Mr. Minus 400 telling me what
Joe
to do.
Seeker, you have control of the. No, that goes to Dennis. No, Joe maintains control of the board.
Yes, I know he does.
Elvis
In
for
the category.
Elvis for 1,000. The answer is Elvis Presley.
Dennis versus Joe Dirt.
Elvis Presley's final #1 single prior to his death was. I can give you the hints. Was it Suspicious Minds? Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Debbie, don't give hints.
Dennis,
Steve,
stop.
what is Suspicious Minds?
Okay,
I know there was a late track.
Steve, don't.
I gotta go take a leak.
Yeah.
Steve, you just got yourself $1,000
Hey,
because it
I
was
can't
It was Suspicious Minds.
I got 1,000.
Go ahead.
Back in this game. Anything you want to pick, Deb?
Let's put, since everybody sucks, we'll put Jimmy in the game. I mean, Jimmy.
Okay, I know the answer to this. You see, I went to this bar in Roanoke one time, and there was this Asian dude singing Elvis, and he stood up and he said, "You ain't nothing but the hound dog, lying all the time."
That's not very funny, Jimmy.
Let it linger.
Yeah, no, that was the tune.
All right, you ready? Y'all listen
everybody,
now. Shh.
Silence. Silence.
Go ahead.
This is going to be for Dennis. It is secular holidays, and the answer is it's for 600. This United States observes Pioneer Day. This United States state observes Pioneer Day.
West Virginia.
He sounded like I'm Don Dacre.
I
I'm
want to
John.
give an answer, but I know, right?
The
I want to give an answer,
answer-
but I'm
don't
afraid.
answer.
No
Don't
fucking
answer.
idea, man.
It was Utah. All right, you maintain.
I was going to say Arizona. I'm glad.
You
So
maintain-
you lost how
All
much on
right,
that, Deb?
so I lose. Yeah, I lose.
600. You maintain control of the board, Dennis.
All right, what's left?
Secular holidays for 800, and the answer is since 1969, Patriots Day has been observed on this Monday in April.
Oh, fuck.
First, second, third, or fourth.
Just a minute.
The second.
No.
Beep 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 beep. And the
First.
answer is what is the third? Steve, control of the board goes to you.
Fuck.
All right. I'm going to ask for you to pick it all because I can't see the board.
Songs of the week for 400, and the answer is this Ruby mentioned in the popular Stone song is
Red.
what?
Red Ruby.
No. Is it like Goodbye
Ruby Tuesday.
Oh, Ruby Tuesday. All right, you got it, Steve. Fuck.
I just gave it to him. All
Yeah,
right.
I know you did.
Song of the week for 600. Every day was like this.
Debbie.
Dennis, stop it. Every day was the same according to Morrison's second single.
No, Goodbye Ruby Tuesday. See? I got it right.
Every day was like the. Never mind.
Goodbye Ruby
Dennis.
Tuesday.
Okay, Dennis, that was
stop
done.
it.
We're on to the
We're
next
over
one.
that one. All right, let's go to song. We just blew that one. Songs of the week for 800. The answer is David Bowie was this according to the song of the same name. Remember, the category is song. Listen, stop. Song of the week.
Ziggy Stardust, right?
No. Listen to me. Thursday's Child. It's songs of the week. Y'all aren't listening to me. Y'all can't
I was
hear
listening.
me.
I didn't know the day.
Like Ruby Tuesday, Monday, Thursday's Child. It was all days of the week. And $1,000 for Jimmy Lethal, Song of the Week. And the answer is this day, the day that comes too late in the Cure's Friday, I'm in Love.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Ah, you got it.
Sunday.
Give Jimmy Lethal 1,000 points.
1,000. He's tied with Joe for the lead.
He has control of the board. And I will go to Voices of Disney, Jimmy, for $800. And the answer is she voiced Esmeralda in the 1996 animated film The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Was it Demi Moore, Selma Hayek, or Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Fuck.
Well, if Dennis is right,
Where
he
are my
gets.
siblings when I need them?
We have to wait. It was Demi Moore.
Oh, fuck.
How much was that for, Deb?
That was 800.
Minus 1,800.
Voices of Disney for 600. This is for anybody except for grabs. The loudmouth parrot Igo in Disney's Aladdin was voiced by
Gilbert Godfrey.
Show me Gilbert Godfrey. Ding, 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 ding. Damn. Give him 600 points. You're killing us.
1,600 points.
Jimmy walks in the door, and all of a sudden, he's just taking control of the whole goddamn thing. And last but
I
not
watched
least,
a lot of Disney movies with my brother and sister. as a
Voices
kid.
of Disney for 400. The answer is he voiced young Simba on The Lion King.
Oh.
I can't think of his name. George Earl Jones? Earl Jones?
No.
Neither.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Okay, minus
I
whatever.
would have swore Jimmy would have got that. And the last in that
I'm
category.
actually not very good with actors, but if they've got a distinctive voice, I might be able to figure it
Voices
out.
of Disney
If
for
they've got a
200.
distinctive voice, I got it.
Voiced by
If
Tim
not-
Allen, he becomes.
All right, guys.
Listen to me. Voiced by Tim Allen, he becomes Andy's new toy in Toy Story.
Me, Joe.
Go, Joe.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, who should I give it to? Because that's correct.
Jimmy can't answer if he doesn't buzz in.
Give Joe $200.
All right, so let me give you a score cap really quick. It's 1,200 to 1,600. Jimmy has the lead. Joe is in second place. Me and Dennis are on the porch.
How the fuck do I only have 1,200 points? I was like in the fucking.
You had 1,000 when you left. You know I would never lie to you,
Sounds
brother.
like a personal problem if you ask me.
It's too funny.
I'm strictly business.
Fucking Jimmy just drops in here and fucking just takes control, man.
All right, listen to me, Joe, to the sound of my voice. This is game show hosts. Game show host for 800. You ready? And the answer is, along with hosting The View, she also hosted a United States syndicated version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Go.
Barbara Walters.
Okay, hold on. We got to wait because I don't know. I thought it was Meredith Vieira. Let's see. The
That's
answer
what I thought it
is,
was.
who is Meredith Vieira? God damn it. Joe,
Holy fuck, man.
got to take that away from Joe because he answered it.
How many points?
Man.
It was
I'm
800.
going to add to the excitement.
What?
How many points was that, Deb?
It was
I'm going to
800.
throw in liquor into this game and make a drinking game out of it.
Oh, no. This is good.
Game show host.
It's inebriation day.
Game show host for
Happy
1,000.
inebriation
You gotta
day,
start paying
everyone.
attention to Stabby. He's gonna leave.
Oh, the answer is worth $1,000. We only have 3 questions left, and the answer is
Joe, don't answer, you'll win.
He hosted the famous classic game show called Gambit prior to appearing on commercials for Orbitz.
Who is Shatner?
No.
Well, since she didn't
Shitner.
bring in.
Take
Really?
away. No.
Shit.
Wink. Wink Martindale, whatever that
Yes,
is.
yes.
Wink Martindale. Take away $800 on that. And here we go with $600. The answer is, in 1991, he became the only TV host in history to helm 3 national daily shows at once.
Bob Barker.
Good. I'm waiting on the answer. They had to make me wait the whole 6 seconds. And the answer is, who is Alex Trebek? Take away 600 points from
Oh, he's
Joe.
at 0.
0?
I are a winner.
This is for
It's
4.
not fair because Jim came in so much later and got 2 right and then hasn't answered since.
This,
Magical.
this is for $400. He is the current host of the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh.
Who is,
Dr. Harry Shitman.
Joe said Pat Sajak. He's right.
Did he say that?
He did.
And the answer is, who is Pat Sajak?
Okay, what was the point on there?
600.
6. Okay, he's back 600 positive.
Here we go with the last question. This is for $800 and the game.
In what category?
He celebrated 30 consecutive years with The Price is Right.
Oh, that's
Bob
Barker.
Barker.
That's Bob,
I heard Joe. I heard Joe first.
Bob.
I said Bob Barker.
Yeah, Bob Barker. Yeah.
I heard Joe first for some reason. You'll hear it on the replay.
You can say it a couple more times, Dennis, and still won't be you.
The answer is, who is Bob Barker? Now, what are the final scores, Steve?
How many points? And I'll tell you.
Was that last one Bob Barker answer?
Yeah, that was my answer.
5 heart? Okay.
I got that.
I know.
one.
I said it too, Joe. Dennis,
I heard
but
Joe and
we didn't say the name, so with all the screaming, she's got it right.
Debbie, I just wanted to tell you real quick, though. Happy Inebriation Day.
Thank you. Is it true? Is that really going on?
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the finals.
Inebriation Day. You see, Trump's getting inaugurated.
Oh yeah, don't forget to set your clocks back 300 years tonight.
It's pretty good, Joe. I like that.
That's the best thing I've
that's
heard all
good.
day.
That's too funny, man.
That's
Well,
real
Joe,
good.
Unlike you, I actually am American, and I voted for Trump because, like many of us.
All right, guys. The
That's a
categories
great-
are SNL character, dead poets,
you're
birds,
doing another one?
video game mascots, and board games. And again,
We got to have a little bit more control.
Dennis,
I can't hear
Dennis,
anybody.
you've got to mute yourself, Angel, please.
All right.
All right.
Or just say your name and then do the answer.
The categories are SNL characters, Be Like Mike, Dead Poets. Now remember the little things like Be Like Mike. The answer is probably going to have something like Mike in it. Okay. Dead Poets, birds, video game mascots, Jimmy, and board games. This is probably going to be easier. And I'm going to give the board
Video
to...
game mascots. Give me one of those ones.
All right, video game mascots for 600. The answer is the Tomb Raider video games feature this character who
was Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Fuck.
Damn, give it to Steve. All right, wipe the board clean and give Steve 600.
Steve's a motherfucker.
The answer to this one is Michael Moore's documentary, which focused on General Motors. Wait a minute, I just clicked the wrong thing. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, wait, I've messed up. Hold on. God damn it. It's playing the computer. That's what it's doing.
All right.
You piece of
Game's
shit.
over. I win.
What do you mean?
Glad.
Not necessarily. We're starting a new one because I forgot to unclick the little word that says play the computer. I'm sorry. My bad. And let me get rid of this. New game. Now let me uncheck computer and hit. Y'all want easy, medium, or hard?
Easy will be fun. I
Easy.
think.
You ready?
Yeah.
Categories are bum.
Botulism, rat feces, cockroaches.
Scandals, secular holidays, dead poets, grunge music, those apples, and 3-letter words. And it goes to Dennis. You have control of the board.
3-letter words for 800.
The answer is, this medieval legend was said to have shot an apple off the head of his son.
Oh, fuck.
That would be,
I know this one.
Didn't go buzzing, goes buzz, just go Joe.
No.
Steve.
Yeah.
Is it Jack?
No. Who has
3-letter word, Steve?
3-letter?
William Tell. William Tell.
Yes.
You know something? I'm so sorry. I clicked on apples. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong one.
Okay.
Say, where
So
the
I can
fuck
read-
does the 3-letter word come out of?
3-letter words. I'm so sorry. 3-letter words for 800. The answer is Polynesian food staple made from the comb.
What is Thai?
Well, I think you're right. I'd have to wait 7 seconds. That's one of the answers. TAI.
All right.
Hold on.
I wasn't penalized for that, though.
No, you weren't. You're only penalized if you say your name and you get it wrong.
No.
The answer is, what is POI? P-O-I. Take away $800 from Steve. And Dennis, you have control. Joe, you have control of the board.
I just want to say, Steve, Thai is Asian and Polynesia is not.
I'm just saying, Joe, I had to hurry because I don't want to lose
Go ahead, Joe. We have grunge music.
Grunge, I'll take grunge.
I know you're taking that.
Grunge music for 800, 1,600 to 400, or what?
$1,000.
Oh.
The answer. Oh, this is a wager. You don't have anything to wager.
I can wager up to $1,000.
This band began as Mookie Blaylock, and they named their debut album after the basketball player's jersey number.
Oh.
Was it Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Screaming Trees, or the Stone Temple Pilots?
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I say too. The Stone Temple Pilots.
Well, so what do I do?
And I answered it first, so.
Yes, you did, Steve.
It was a daily double.
Yeah, it was only Joe's.
All
was a
right, then
daily
Joe gets
double.
it if that's the right answer.
All right, the control of the board stays with Joe, and it's Scandal
I
Secular.
got $2,000
Was that the right
for
answer?
that, motherfuckers.
Yes, it was Stone Temple
I got
Pilots.
another shot of whiskey, right?
I
Stone
bet
Temple.
1,000, but it's a daily double.
I love Joe.
That's worth 2,000.
I'll give you a little two right
Joe, you have control of the board. Dead Poets, Secular Holidays, Grunge Music, Those Apples, 3-letter words, or Scandals?
I'll take Scandals.
Scandals
for
for
1,000.
1,000. Joe.
Oh, big money.
The answer is she was the first gymnast to be stripped of an Olympic medal because of drug violations. Reader, Aminar, Radican, or Slater?
I cannot answer.
What are the names again? Can you
I'm
repeat
at
the
like
names?
2,000. I don't got to answer anything.
Wait,
for
what was
now.
the question again? Then the name.
Well, it's already gone past. It was Radican. I don't know who that was. So let's go to Scandals for 800. And the answer is, in 1993, a segment that aired on this news program led to a lawsuit filed by General Motors. 60 Minutes, Inside Edition, Dateline, or 2020?
Steve, back then it had to be 60 minutes.
We have
It's
to
the only
wait.
thing running.
We have to wait 2 seconds. And the answer is, what was Dateline? Take away $800.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
Scandals for
Do not have
600.
to go. Do not collect $200.
Scandals for
That's
600. The answer is the number of players that received a lifetime ban from baseball in the 1919 Black Sox scandals.
Oh, shit.
Joe, come on, baby. You know this one. The number of players that received a lifetime ban in the 1919 Black Sox scandals. The answer was 8. Don't you remember Field of Dreams? No? Okay. We're going to go with grunge.
How many was it? How many were there?
8.
8.
8. Okay.
Grunge music for 600. Pay attention, Jimmy. This was the name of Nirvana's first album.
Bleach!
Show me Bleach. Ding, 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 ding. Damn. I know that's right because I don't even have to look at it. It is. Hold on, we're waiting 2 more seconds till they show me the answer. I hate that. And the answer is, what was Bleach? Good for you, Jimmy. You
How
have
many points?
That was
I
600.
want to shock everybody and just say that I'm cooking middle of the night French fries.
Guess what I did last
Good
night?
woman.
You know what I did last night? I have this thing
That
that
sounds fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
have this thing I do sometimes when I'm in a fairly good mood. Last night I make homemade cinnamon rolls.
Ooh, I like those.
I roll out some dough and I put butter all on. I just roll it out flat and I put butter, cinnamon, and sugar, and then I roll it up and I slice it up and I bake them in the oven. And then I take powdered sugar and I mix it with a little bit of water and I drizzle the icing on it. And Victor just eats it like he's insane.
When I was a
See what
kid,
I do, a manager at McDonald's,
What?
and it's totally free, is I go to work and like before I go home, I'll take a fucking one of the hamburger buns and fucking put mac sauce on it. The slivered onions, you don't want that D-hide bullshit. especially-
D-hide.
Hey,
what they use on
listen
Big
to
Mac.
him. Maybe he'll teach us about McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then I put like a ton of pickles because I really, and then I put 4 slices of bacon, and then I put a tomato, and then I put a piece of cheese, and then I put a 1/4 pounder patty, and then I put another piece of cheese.
Stabby,
and then
you
I
need
put
to
a
shut
chicken-
up.
a
I'm
chicken
paying
patty
attention
on
to
there.
you.
You know,
And then I put another piece of cheese, and then
you know, I used
put
to deliver pizza,
pounder
man,
patty,
and I used to
and I
make
call
all
it
kinds of
big
variety.
motherfucker.
Stabby, all
That's
you're
what it
doing
is.
is just being ugly in the chat room. You're saying that this game makes me want to murder for the sake of those in direct contact. And he says,
All right, Debbie, next question, please.
wow.
Strike
I
two,
wanna say
Dennis.
something
Not
about the Big
good.
Mac.
Not
I want to
good.
say something about the Big Mac.
What?
I
You
know
love
he's
it?
talking about the Big Mac, but we can talk about Big Mac after the fucking the
Whoa,
game.
whoa, there, Stabby. Calm down.
Whoa,
Calm
Dennis.
down.
Whoa, Dennis. Hold on just a second. Now, we don't have those rules here on the show. Go ahead,
All right,
precious
right.
love. Go ahead, Angel, my doll.
No, Jimmy knows me.
Now we have the Mac Junior, we have the Big Mac, and we have the Grand Mac.
This has turned into a slow cluster fudge.
That's
Your
what I was gonna
scoreboard
say.
has been brought to you by the makers of Big
Well,
Mac.
I mean,
The,
Joe
the
was
Big
asking
Mac,
me
the Big Mac is
about my
changing.
dog. I was gonna,
Okay, Dennis, you got to shut up for a minute.
That was
That's
Jimmy.
all.
It
We're
was.
changing the Big Mac. There's 2 other Big Macs now.
That's what I'm saying. There's 3 variations on the Big Mac now.
There's the Grand Mac.
There's the Big Mac, and then there's the Grand Mac.
Yeah. And the Junior Big Mac
Smaller version.
is the exact same hamburger. You guys can thank me for the Junior Big Mac, because that is the exact same hamburger I've been ordering for 10 years.
I've been robbed.
Actually, really all it is a
dressed like a Big Mac.
Double the shit that goes on the Big Mac. We've made those before. There's always been a way to order this. Just order a McDouble with the shit that goes on the Big Mac, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I just always got the quarter pounder dressed like a Big Mac.
Yeah, you could always do that too. You're not talking about the Mac Junior. You're talking more about like that's roughly about how big the Grand Mac is. Actually, you're getting a bit more meat on that than you are on the Grand Mac. We're not actually.
I think that's cute. I don't know why I think that's cute.
This is so educational.
Well, this is real shit. I'm not what I was going to say.
I'll be straight up with you. I work with the food. I'll tell you the quality of it if I think you're eating shit and if I don't. Because at McDonald's, there's certain things I'll touch and I'll pig out on, but there's also certain things that, you know, I just intentionally stay away from them, especially those fucking eggs. You don't have to go for it because you don't work with them, but I work with them. And, you know, there's always when they've been sitting in that fucking that heating cabinet for too long. And you fucking open that motherfucker and the smell of ass just hits you. It's fucking horrible.
Well, eggs don't smell that great anyway.
The eggs there.
Eggs don't smell that great anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They smell kind of like yucky stuff. So
who has control of the board? You want a scoring update really quick? Let me give you a quick.
I don't know. I just forgot about the game.
I got the whole score right here.
Okay.
Dennis, you don't have any points yet. Jimmy, you have 600. Joe takes the lead with 2,000 points. And Steve Rush is trailing miserably by minus 1,600.
Well, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that I think that Joe Seeker is the winner of the day.
Why, you have no more questions? Because I feel like I had a comeback in me.
Basically, everything you answered tonight was wrong, Precious.
I know. That's why I said there's got to be something coming. You know, you're gonna be Deb. You can only be wrong so many times. Eventually, the shit's got to get right.
I loved when Jimmy goes, bleach! Good for you.
Knew the answer?
No, that's good. I like when people know stuff about something. That's excellent.
Abby, let me tell you something about when I was 15 years old.
You were
something
Nirvana?
Still now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have the Nirvana box set, the old one with the silver thing on the front. And it's seen so much weeds, so much pills, so much shit on the front of it. It's got fucking dent marks from where I used to crush pills on it.
Wow.
I mean, this motherfucker, it's seen quite a bit of time with me. So, yeah, I would say...
A little bit passionate about that, aren't you? That's good, man.
Well, I think that's great. I mean, I think that's excellent that he has, because I have a lot... I put a lot into music, too.
Shit, I hear hemispheres, I lose my mind. I'm in a different zone. So, yeah, I get it, man. Totally. Good. Congratulations, Joe. You are the winner, by the way.
Joe's always my winner.
By a hefty...
Is anybody really shocked?
By 1,800 points, you passed up Jimmy. And you beat me by a 6 gazillion point two. .com.
Does everybody know? Awesome. Does anybody know what time it is right now?
Pretty awesome. What time is it?
2:24 here.
It's 1:20. It's 1:30.
It's time for a Debbie Daily Quiz. This one goes out to Jimmy. Jimmy's our contestant tonight. He hails from downtown Burbank, California. He is a car salesman, and he's married with 14 kids. Wow, Jimmy. Jimmy, welcome to the game. And your topic tonight is McDonald's.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Are you ready?
Go, Jimmy.
Number 1. Ronald McDonald's signature ensemble is the very beginning of the 21st century. Consisted of what colors?
Red, yellow, and white.
How could that not be right? It has to be right.
I'm working two different things.
Oh, no. Okay, cool.
Which of these did McDonald's release in February of 1992 in the United States? Was it a collection of music videos, a video game, a stand-up comedy reality show, or their own movie?
A video game. Actually, it came out on the Sega Genesis. See, there's another area.
Number 3.
Oh, I didn't know
Which
that
of
at
these
all.
phrases has not been a slogan for McDonald's? Is it McDonald's is your kind of place? Make every day a McDonald's day? America's breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Or food, folks, and fun? Which one
Food,
is...
folks, and fun.
Wow.
He's killing it.
Number 4. Which United States president's favorite snack came from McDonald's? Carter.
Clinton.
Damn.
Peanuts?
Mr. Jimmy.
I'm not from Earth.
Fill in the blank. A 79-year-old woman was awarded how much money in a lawsuit against McDonald's? Was it $2.9 million, $640,000, or $980,000 for hot coffee?
640,000.
Well, you just finally broke. It was 2.9 million.
Her vajayjay got burnt.
Instead of Happy Meals, which country calls their kids' meals Happy Mix Snacks?
Ireland.
It's got to be Japan. It's got to be Asian.
It was Germany.
Really?
Introducing the perpetuator, how many people were killed in the massacre at McDonald's in 1984?
19.
What country?
It doesn't.
America.
In America.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said including the perpetrator.
Not introducing.
How many people were killed in the McDonald's massacre of 1984? Jimmy said, Dennis answered, even though it was Jimmy's thing. So, and that was actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's been a ton of those, and most of the time they don't happen in the U.S. Most of the time, when you hear about real fucked up shit happens in the McDonald's in the U.S. Of course,
Okay.
Well, don't get me started. You know why? But
no, you're right, man.
What is McDonald's?
Actually, the worst shit goes down in the McDonald's over in China. You hear about fucked up shit happening in their McDonald's all the time, mostly.
What is McDonald's most famous for?
Their fries.
Dennis.
The Big Mac.
Fuck.
Put yourself on mute. Put yourself on mute.
He
It's not
just
your
can't. Sorry. Can you name 4 McDonald's? You ready for this? Flavors of shakes. Name 3. Name 3.
Vanilla strawberry chocolate.
All right. Are you ready for this one? What is McDonald's famous breakfast sandwich?
The McGriddle.
No. The Egg McMuffin.
I was born in the 90s, okay?
I know, Angel.
Middle's the new thing now.
What is the remarkable number currently being served at McDonald's? 25 billion, 100 billion, 50 billion, or 10 billion?
2 billion.
Show me 10. Did you say 10? Did you say 10?
No, it's 2 billion.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's already up to 25 billion burgers.
Yes.
The first McDonald's was created by the idea came from a small hot dog stand. True or false?
Yes, that's true. It was actually the McDonald brothers. Actually, I go into a little bit of history off of them. And their franchise was bought off by a guy named Ray Kroc. And something that a lot of people don't know is originally McDonald's, they sold fucking hot dogs and hamburgers. And actually, every once in a while, there will be some old dude in like his 80s or something come in there and ask for a hot dog. And like some of the managers will flip out about them. I'm like, dude, we used to sell that shit back in that old dude's day. You know, that motherfucker might not have been here in 89 years. But yeah, it was started by it was a small stand, and it was started by the McDonald's brothers.
Oh, there's another funny quiz called Fast Food Slogans. Who claims they have better ingredients and better pizzas?
Papa John's.
Papa John's. Damn you, Joe.
That's correct, Papa John's. This is a time test.
Oh, we all play?
Where is food way better than fast food?
Red Robin.
No.
Soup Plantation.
No.
A food plantation.
It's either Burger King, Arby's, Wendy's, or McDonald's.
That sounds like a nice place. They have those up in Canada, Joe?
I'm going to say Arby's. Nope, I was
Yeah.
wrong. It was
Burger
Wendy's.
King.
It was Wendy's.
Well, yeah.
Their food is so good, you'll be able to say yum.
Huh?
Red Robin.
That's Red Robin.
Red Robin. It turned
Yum.
green. It says Red Robin was called Sam's Tavern, blah, 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 blah. Okay. If I get it correct. Who tells you to think outside the bun?
That's Hardee's. I know. Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Correct. How did you know that?
I used to work there.
He's an expert fast food guy.
Which one of the following slogans is correctly matched with Domino's? Is it have it your way?
Tastes like shit.
Where's the beef? It's all inside, or oh yes we did.
Oh, yes, we did.
God damn, he's correct. It says have it your way for Burger King. Where's the beef is Wendy's, and all inside is some JC
They actually once offered me a manager job. This is my first time in management.
What is the best spelling for the? What is the best spelling of the? What is the slogan for Chick-fil-A?
No fags.
Eat more.
Eat
Yeah.
more cows.
What Joe said, no fags.
Eat more chicken.
Actually, I know this one, but
it was eat more chicken.
yeah.
Where
Yes,
can
this
you?
is American
Fucking
shit.
cow and
Where do
shit.
you quote unquote eat fresh?
Subway.
Wendy's.
Good.
Subway.
Excellent,
Yeah.
Joe. Subway
But
uses
of
this slogan
course,
to
Joe
advertise
would
that
know
everything
that.
from their
I mean,
freshly
that's
baked cookies
like-
is in fact fresh. Sorry, I'm just stepped all over somebody.
Sorry, Joe, I can't resist.
Where do you get good mood food?
It's all
Shit,
American.
I know this one.
Dairy
Right.
Queen, Wendy's, Red Robin, or Arby's?
Red Robin.
Repeat that.
Fuck, because I never heard of it.
The
Dairy
answer
Queen.
is Arby's.
Arby's
Hate
tastes like shit.
I hate Arby's, man.
Yeah, no, me too.
All right, you
And
ready?
then Applebee's.
You ready for this one? America,
Good neighborhood.
America runs on.
Duncan.
Correct. Steve got one.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this?
Hell, you go there quite often.
I get coffee occasionally.
I'm loving it belongs to
McDonald's.
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 Yeah,
That's
I'm loving
correct.
it. Yeah, McDonald's.
Yay! Good for you. Y'all did really good.
I love the mood you're in, Dub. God, can we bottle this?
You know what really sucks about you say and makes me feel fucking stupid right now is
What?
I've actually got that on my fucking shoulder.
Oh my god!
He's
Is
a
he on-
billboard for the
Is he on
ad.
webcam? Is he on webcam?
I had
know.
to get on here.
Jimmy, look at that picture of you. That's funny.
Hey, Jimmy, that'd have been funny if we read it off your jersey and you got it wrong.
Now, David just said that Ray Kroc notoriously got into a fight with McDonald's brothers over the quality of milkshakes. Really? That's a true story?
Yeah, actually, the McDonald's brothers, they actually have their, I think it's out in California, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's where it started at, was McDonald's brothers. They were out of California. And I think there's actually a real McDonald's, that was by the McDonald's brothers, which, they're dead now. But it's ran by, like, their family and shit. Right? And it's not part of the McDonald's franchise, but, like, it's the original. It's the real deal. Yeah, I think it goes by the name of the M or some bullshit like that. I'm not fucking sure. But there's one that exists, and you want to know what Ray Kroc did to them when they first opened and ended up just a spite?
Woo, he's
he
wound
opened
up
up a
tonight.
McDonald's
What, baby?
across the street from them.
Yeah, I heard that story. I watched their documentary.
Ray Kroc was an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, he sold McDonald's. He sold the name. He sold a business.
And, that motherfucker deserved to die by all means of the word. That motherfucker was pure evil. If you look through his history.
Y'all want to hear Steve? Y'all want to see something really funny? This is Steve's favorite game. You ready? Okay, it's called 4-Second Music Challenge. This is so fun. We did this one night. Are y'all ready to play?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
This isn't the one we did, Steve. We did another one. Hold on a second. Let me find the one we did. Remember we did 80 songs by the first 10 seconds? Yeah. This is 80s music by the first 10 seconds. Son of a biscuit eater. If I hit play, we go.
This is going to be another rivalry between me and Joe. I feel it. That's Tears for Fears.
Oh, fuck.
I think I heard Jimmy first. I'm not sure. I think I heard Jimmy.
Yeah, Tears for Fears, yeah. Yeah, no, Jimmy got it first.
Something happens and I'm in a
Steve,
I never find out.
Joe.
Goddamn, I'm head over heels.
Yeah.
Jimmy got it
that
first.
Was also the intro to Donnie Darko.
I'm actually impressed.
Yeah, you listen to the back play of that, and you'll hear that I said it first.
Oh, you said it first, Steve?
I can't hear anything.
Right, it's everybody's talking right now. Now it's a mess.
And it's a mess. We'll just have to do this another night. Who's going to pick my closing song tonight?
Me.
No. No.
Put you in check, bro.
I love you too much to let you do that. That's because I love
come
you.
on.
No. All right, I'm going to ask you the last grunge question. If you get it right, you get to pick the song. Are you ready?
Oh, whoever gets it?
No, Jimmy only.
All right, that's why I'm asking. Clarify.
This group's hit single included Man in the Box and Rooster.
Alice in Chains! Alice in Chains!
God damn it. What song do you want played?
Motorhead, Killed by Death.
See what I mean? And he actually loves this stuff. That was a good, what do you call it? The category. Motorhead. I have no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No, killed by death.
Motorhead. Is this going to be bad?
It's heavy. It's pretty cool.
Ugh, live or studio?
Studio.
Just the way you like it, Deb.
I know. You know I'm going to love the shit out of this. All right. I'm going to let you guys go and play the finishing song. Love you all, especially you, Joe, and everybody else. But Joe knows I love him to death.
That's right.
Happy Inebriation Day, Debbie.
Oh, thank you, too. Bye, Steve. I love you, and bye, Dennis.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Right.
Dennis.
Night.
Oh, boy. Why did I agree to this? All right. I'll just close my ears. Stabby, you know I love you. Shut up. Killed by Death by Motorhead. God help us all.
Okay, I'm going out now.
Not like that, you're not.
You look like a juvenile delinquent.
admit that wasn't that bad. I actually don't mind Motorhead. I like some Motorhead music. I want to give a final shout out to the chat room, which was composed of Jimmy Lethal, David of the Sunnyvale Network, Dennis Deitch, Steve Rush, my love, Stabby McHugs, my internet boyfriend, Donald J. Trump, who is DGT, has a big day tomorrow, Sassy Girl, my love, Audrey, Calpo, oh, that's him saying that, Apocalypse, Miss Ghost, and scrolling down to see if I can catch anybody else before I go off here, and that would be Miss Ghost says, I feed mine a raw food diet. She has allergies. I love feeding dogs raw food diets, except Fufu looks at it like, what am I supposed to do with this? I will give them sometimes a raw piece of chicken, like a chicken leg, and Fufu's like, what do I do with this? And ACOG was in the chat room. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like AKC. It looks like ACOG or ACOG or something like that. So was Shillbilly. Joe Seeker was in the chat room. And I believe Uncle Al was in there. Al Anonymous, Slayer 454. So was the other. Steve was in there tonight. And so was... Did I say Apocalypse? Yeah. Uncle Allie Kurtz. Cruss. I can't ever say his name. Allie Cruss. And last but not least, Jimmy Lethal, the Pumpkinhead. No, that's really not bad. I don't mind that at all. I mean, they did a song I liked a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was. But I'm going to let you guys go because I'm hungry. I love you all, and we'll see what happens tomorrow after the inauguration. Everybody tune in and watch the Donald take the big chair. All right. See y'all guys later. Love you all. Thank you, Steve. Special shout out to Steve Rush.